Man, I did that right for like the first time ever.
I know. We had the prequel. What the heck? That's awesome.
Normally, it doesn't work that way, but it worked this time. 75308.
All right, now that
308.
so
Lego instructions.
All right, so let me dump this first.
oh YouTube. Oh, YouTube's notifying what Richard's on. We got to leave.
Oh, hey Richard.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got to go watch this Bearded Bricks dude.
All right, hold on. I'll log off too.
Actually, I'm gonna put my lights in real quick.
Like it
And
on
then I'll
up.
close them off.
So I changed some things. I put the camera much closer. Got rid of there's got to be a on a weird note, I spent about maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours total talking to somebody, and the criticism was taking very good. And it wasn't criticism that was brought to me. It was criticism that I went to search for. But I will not release another Lego Castle video like I have been releasing in the past. There will be no more of the boring me behind the table unless it's me like really quick. I've watched countless videos and talked to a couple people, and I have to change a bunch of stuff. And I did not know this, I guess, until I looked at this statistic. But people want to see a change about every 8 seconds, or the video starts to lose their interest. So me sitting behind a table for 4 minutes is killing it. Yeah, David, how about those Eagles? Come on. Tori, it'll be okay. You have a.
I know.
There's always next year. I know y'all heard that since like '95, but there's always next year.
Did you hear the shocking news?
Which
Tom Brady is retiring for real.
I don't believe that.
Tom Brady's retiring for real.
That has been played out now. Like it's almost. I don't know. I'll believe it when he drops. Until then, I won't believe it. I mean, how many times he threatened to retire now? He threatened to retire and then went to the Bucs. He threatened to retire after he won the Super Bowl with the Bucs. Now he's threatening to retire again. Like that's just.
That's because he lost to the Cowboys.
Well, that's
like,
that is good.
Worse than retiring. What's up, Justin? I got this cool set to build.
Oh wow, that's awesome!
Should get one of those.
Yeah, I went to my local Lego store and kind of took it right out the front door.
That's pretty cool when the local Lego store brings it to the door for me.
Well, they did, but I still had to take it out of the door.
Yeah, you have to carry it to the car. Sorry. Customer service stuff.
Man, if I can pull up and it gets walked out to the car and put in the car, man, that's extra.
You got a really nice car, too.
Do what?
Careful, bag 13 might be taped.
You said it's a nice car?
I said it was a nice car. You said it was an
as many times
overrated car.
Done the same job on it. The Eagles, I believe, are winning the Super Bowl. I am not going to put it past them. I believe truly we will take it. Do y'all want this box back?
No.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna put the trash. I'm gonna put the trash in the box.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I got a rubber band in here.
Oh crap, I meant to take that out. Give you a used one.
That's fine.
Yeah, use it. It's fine.
You want to just keep it in here? I won't use it. Because I know what it's
What's
for.
It go to?
When you
if
bend
you're not going to use it, keep it in there.
Do what?
If you're not going to use it, keep it in there.
Well, I mean, all it is when you bend him back, his like third leg shoots forward, so he can roll fast.
He's not going to be rolling.
So I won't use it. I'll leave it out.
Thanks.
Okay.
David, I mean, I truly believe that. I truly believe the Eagles have. I mean, they have a better chance than anybody right now, of course, because they're going for one. But they just. I don't think that San Francisco has what it takes to stop them. I really don't. Start with bag uno. Yeah, that's the problem there with that. Like I understand what you're saying. The only thing that's going to suck is if their D line can get to Jalen Hurts. If their D line can hurt Hurts, then we are in trouble. But as long as our D line protects him, or the O line, I guess, we will be okay. Which I don't know. I
if
still,
your D line's protecting him, you got a problem.
well, not always. I mean, watching the game Sunday, they were putting in offensive running backs and that type stuff for quarterbacks. Was it Christian McCaffrey had to play quarterback for like 3 plays, which was a horrible idea, but whatever works for him. San Francisco didn't stand a chance, and now that they're out of the way, I'm glad that the Bengals lost because I would rather play. I mean, I think that Kansas City is going to be an easier win than the Bengals would have been, but there's still a chance we could lose. And if we lose, it's not going to be very good. What is everybody building tonight? Are y'all
My first thing is going through some minifigures.
No, your first thing was a vase
Oh yeah, first thing I did was a little mock vase.
for a customer.
That guy that buys a lot of parts, doesn't send us an order and makes us pull it.
The older gentleman.
He wanted a vase for his daughter for her Lego flowers, and he couldn't figure out how to build one and couldn't figure out what parts he needed. So there you go. There's a vase.
Man, you're an overachiever when it comes to a Bricklink store.
We try to appease.
I ordered from another Bricklink store today in North Carolina. They're called.
Really? Where?
I don't know where. It just says EMS Bricks was the name. They had those modified bricks with studs on the side.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like there's a lot of people that have them. Don't get me wrong, but they're like some of them have them marked to like 50 cents when some people have them to like 10 cents. So she had, I think it was like 250 of them for, I believe it was like 9 cents. I believe she had like a sale. So I bought all of that. And when I was buying them, I seen on her profile that it was in North Carolina. I was like, man, I wonder where she's at or they're at, or I guess I shouldn't assume it's a. I don't think I've ordered from them before, though. By the end of this castle, I'm going to hold the majority stock of light bluish gray modified bricks.
You'll be able to control the market.
Yeah. I control the market with a part already. This will just be the second part. Bet you can't go find a dish for the Death Star 2. Forgot the set number, but I bet you can't find a dish for it for very cheap around this area.
What is the dish for it?
the big Death Star. It's like the biggest one they have.
10x10s.
Yeah.
Is your battery charging? Yeah. The screen's just dark.
Yes, sir. David said he's on bag 3 of the Airbus. I guess Justin ain't building nothing. Let's see. Bricklink. We'll go to Death Star.
Is it dark bluish gray?
I believe. I don't think it's dark gray.
I got 4 10x10 dark bluish gray discs. Or
It might not
dishes.
be that big. Hold on. I'll tell you in just a second. It's not dark bluish gray, by the way. I think it's light bluish gray. No, it's a 8x8 dish.
Oh, okay.
It comes in 86 sets, but not all those are dark bluish gray. Go to dark bluish gray. Go to USA. In USA, there's 309 of them. Somebody likes them a lot more than I do. That somebody's got 170 of them. I think I've got 35 of them. But there's 309 stores. So I guess there's more than I thought there were. Unless... Oh, hold on. It's a light bluish gray 10x10. It's the one on the inside. There's only 18 stores in North America that have them. Somebody has 22 of them, and they're $17 a piece.
Oh,
Holy crap. Yeah, we've only got that in dark bluish gray.
So the way it stacks it is the light bluish gray is on the inside, and then the dark bluish gray stack up to give it that effect. Display name is a cool name. But yeah, I'm gonna start redoing the way that I do videos, and then the mock videos we were talking about, the how to do them and how to pieces. I'm gonna do those the same way, and I've changed what I sent you. I changed and started with bricks. Instead of starting with brackets. Braquetas.
What did we miss this past weekend with all the stuff you had to change on the mock? I watched the video. Is that how you spent the whole weekend?
No. You got to realize if you watch the video Monday. Wait, what are you talking about? The big main hall?
Yeah.
No, I built it in my mind, I had it right, but what I didn't take accountability of is the containers at the bottom are 2x2, and I was using the one edge of them, so I was only counting them as a 1x. So I had to move everything over and in. It was just a bad thing on my part, and then when I moved them all the way in, I still had it off because I didn't think about how it's going to affect what you're going to see in the front. So I had to take it apart and start it again. But as of right now, I'm not 100% sure how it's going to look because I will not know until I get everything built up. but it should be good right now. I need that order from EMS to come in, and I need I've got an order from D that's coming. That's a bunch of inverted slopes because I pretty much cleared y'all out. I think I checked and y'all didn't have any inverted slopes, and there was somebody else that I buy from that didn't have any. Yeah.
Jason, he's out of stuff to build.
Hmm?
That says that, Jason. Here. Justin.
Yes.
Justin, you are not out of stuff to build. That you have an entire.
What he said.
He's just out of tanks to build.
Oh.
But I'm gonna change the way I do the videos. I'm gonna change a bunch of stuff with the editing. My editing really only has like maybe at most 20 cuts in it, and it takes me maybe an hour to film, hour and a half to film, and probably about the same to edit. And it should take me about like 8 hours to edit a video to get it the way that it needs to be. So I'm going to change a lot of the way I'm doing things and see if I can't make it better.
That is always a good thing.
Every video that I post tends to get more views quicker than the one before, which is good.
Oh, that's good.
So that's an improvement. And improving is always good.
It's much more better.
Much more better. Much more better. Justin said he built all of his sets last night, so he built like 120 sets last night. You must be tired.
He's busy. Busy man.
That sucks you couldn't get like 121 done or break Gene's record of 150, but it's good that you got 120 of them done.
Yeah, but full disclosure, I cheat. I enlist the help of my local YouTube channel guy.
Oh, there's another one?
No, the one that's doing the R2D2 tonight.
I forgot how complicated this little thing is to build. This has a full Technic frame, of course, so you know how that goes. And apparently, I didn't even realize it, but the part of the lug bulk where we're supposed to vote on what pieces we want, I missed that entirely.
Was that tonight?
No, it was like the last week.
I didn't see it.
It's actually longer than that. I mean, I'm not really worried about it. I told Justin and Andrew that there's enough people on there that picked enough stuff that I'll be able to use, because I'm kind of thinking more of like the next build I'm going to do. And the next build I'm going to do is be that Star Wars mock. And I have a ton of stuff here, light bluish gray, of course, and dark bluish gray. So I should be fine. What I was really wanting was like some support pieces and border pieces. But I'll be all right without them. I mean, I think there's a bunch of fig parts that are going to come up on ours. And then there's always masonry bricks. I think last year I bought like 200 or something like that of every color masonry brick. Light bluish gray comes up, I might buy another, depending on how much they are, like 1,000 of them. That's one piece I did not expect to use as much as I did.
John.
Yeah, how many cups you can trade for some flat containers?
You've got some flat containers up here? Yeah. I texted you to bring me some up.
Jose Salazar said 4,000, 4,000, 4,000.
4, I'll give you 4.
We got another guest.
Hey, Chef.
How we doing?
What's up, Chef?
Hey, Chef.
How was the weekend?
It was
Fun.
I played hooky at work Friday. I'm not gonna lie.
Them are the good days.
So it was nice.
Nice.
I got up. I brushed my teeth. I started getting ready. I put my uniform on, and I text my manager, and I was like, "Do you care if I just stay home today?" And he was like, "No, you've been working hard. Not at all." He just have fun. We're gonna be slow today anyway. Sweet.
I did that Monday.
Ooh, I'm snitching.
Go for it.
Who's your boss? Who do I tell?
So I'll give you a long list of them if you need to.
They're just all gonna tell me to refer to you. Though.
Yeah, they're just gonna say, call Travis.
I did. He told me to call you.
Damn it.
Be like when I
Throw
called
it in
my
the
daughter's
pool.
school the other day. A lady told me it was above her pay grade. She'd send me to somebody else.
That's how you just throw somebody off right there. Like, the minute they call to start talking to people. So, a weird thing. That's one of the reasons why I'm having to borrow a Lego set to build tonight is because somebody in Canada decided to use my debit card to buy themselves Subway, which I didn't even know was in Canada.
What did they buy themselves?
$40 worth of Subway.
Yes.
$40 worth of Subway.
Can I
Yeah,
borrow your credit card too to
Come on,
get some
dude.
$40 with the Subway?
I just want to know what you buy at Subway that's $40.
Footlong now is $10.
The way prices have been going lately, 2 sub.
But the lady I talked to on fraud prevention, you know, when they call you, you pretty much have to give them your blood sample for them to like know it's you. And then after you go through all that and they find out it's you, she goes through the whole thing of, you know, I need to look at my recent purchases because they believe some were fraud. And of course, I seen that, told them that was fraud, went through all that like whole thing. And then I get to the end of this like 30-minute conversation with her, and she's like, "Okay, well now you need to call this number and get them to issue a new card." And I'm like, "Can't you just do that? I just spent all this time on the phone with you."
Oh no, that's not their department.
Yeah, like, here, talk to somebody else.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Almost lost it when she told me that's above my pay grade. Well, I'm trying to call on attendance, and apparently you're the attendance lady.
That's when you just say, "Well, look, I'm going to give you this message. You give it to whoever it needs to go to."
Oh no, she sent me to some counselor, and I can guarantee they'll never want a phone call from me again.
Please hold.
They'll see my number pop up, and they will just let it ring.
School's closed
They
today.
do that too, unfortunately.
I wasn't very nice after that. I got pushed around to like 4 different people, and still nothing got solved.
That's crazy.
And my daughter's on like a homeschool right now because she's sick. And they keep marking her as unverified.
Excused.
Yeah. Well, we keep getting all kinds of letters sent to us. And all it takes, they've got 9 million letters. Even the doctor called.
Really?
Yeah. And the lady, she's like, I tried talking to this one guy about it, and Travis, it was worse than pulling teeth. I'm like, yeah, that's how about far I got the other day too. She's like, so I gave her off till the end of March. If they got a problem with it, I'll rewrite it up again.
I mean, you think after a while they just take a hint.
Yeah. Well, the doctor's office should just be able to fax an excuse.
They did, but the school wanted her to put she had to be there at least 3 days a week. Well, when you're sick, you don't know when you're going to be there. So the doctor wasn't putting it. Well, they didn't accept that. No. She called, tried to explain to him, you just can't say she's going to be there this days. Well, she has to be, so we can excuse her or unexcuse her. We just can't have her running in and out willy-nilly.
Oh my God.
Send her in sick. Let her cough on a couple people.
Well, it's not that kind of sick. She's got a bacteria in her stomach we've been dealing with they can't get rid of since, I think, last June.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that. You had to leave Brick Fair because of that.
Yep. It hospitalized her for about 12 days, and it restarted like 3 days after she got home and went back to the hospital. I left Brick Fair Sunday morning because of it. She was in the hospital another 5 or 6 days after that. And then it'll leave for a little bit, and then the infection will come back. They need to pinpoint where it's coming from and take care of it.
Has she been eating your cooking?
Right.
No, she hasn't been eating at all. If he loses any more weight, she'll be on a feeding tube.
Well, that's not good.
Not at all.
So, and that's how I'm dealing with the school. They don't even want her in there. They're just like, keep her out. Well, I'm like, well, then if I get another letter saying she's unverified, I'm calling the school again. Oh, we'll get it taken care of. Yeah. My wife's already called 4 times. You got me the 5th.
It's kind of like the old, you don't want me to tell your dad.
Yeah. Oh, I laid into about 4 of them. And then they put a board member on there. I'm like, perfect. I want to talk to you.
Board member?
Sir, we don't teach that kind of language at our school.
Can't get anywhere with either the superintendent's vice principal or the principal. I'm like, give me somebody who's your boss, because you keep telling me the board's not allowing it. I'd like to hear it from them.
Wow.
All I got was duh. I'm like, yep, you ain't got nothing to say.
Maybe that's just the Virginia school system.
Well, they are dumber than a box of rocks. That guy, I don't even think he got a complete word out of his mouth. He had nothing to say when I brought it up to him because he had no clue on what was going on.
Well, what's some good news?
I've had the last few days off because I got a sinus infection.
I guess there's a silver lining there.
That's the best news we've had in a while. I've got off work.
I put in a transmission from a junkyard Monday that isn't good, so I got to do that job again.
Oh, that's worse than mine.
I was like, they approved it, and it was like an aftermarket insurance company. or aftermarket warranty company, and I was like, they're going to send me a junkyard transmission, aren't they? And they're like, yep. I'm like, well, you might as well send another one right behind that one. I'll just keep doing it until y'all are tired of paying me doing the same job.
Yep. They won't. And then with the money they spent on 3 or 4 different transmissions, they could have just paid for a new one.
Don't tell them that. They
I've
don't
had
want
that problem.
They don't want to.
They're not that.
They do not like to hear common sense.
Matter of fact,
Nobody
it was on a Chevy Trailblazer. I think they put 4 of them in, and they could have bought 2 brand new ones with the price I paid for 4.
Yeah, they don't like to hear common sense.
What?
Shoeboxes
I have
do.
one.
They had a problem at first with paying me the labor I wanted, and I proved to them what the labor should be, and I was correct. And they were like, "Oh." It's like, well, now it's really funny because you didn't like the labor before, and now you're going to have to pay it again. So,
Yep.
I hope you like it better the second time.
I'd charge them more because you had to do it again.
Well, I mean, they get paid. They have to pay me the same amount every time I do it.
Yeah. Second time cost double.
So Chef, tonight I'm building the 2 Fast and Furious cars.
Nice. How do you like the Skyline?
I finally found the Skyline.
I do like it.
Yeah,
It
I
needs a
went
mod,
all
though.
the way from Ocean Isle Beach. We went from Ocean Isle Beach to Charlotte because they said they had 9 of them in stock, and I was going to get you one. And I got there and they only had one.
One. And boy, I've never seen him move for so fast, but snatch it up too.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny
there were
is
other people coming down. There were other people coming down the aisle, and I grabbed it when they got there. Of course, it turns out
They didn't want
they
it.
didn't want it.
I found mine in the UP.
We went to the Walmart up here in King and went down one of the aisles, the Lego aisle, and they switched the aisle over from where it was. So now the whole Lego aisle is in a different location. And I saw that they have the land speeder now, the UCS land speeder. And I was like, man, they're stepping their game up. And I didn't expect to see anything new. And then I saw like a couple of the friend sets as I was like making my way down. And I was like, I wonder. And as I was making my way down, I saw the sets up top. And there was like, I think there was maybe 7 of them. And then there was one that was down on the shelf. So somebody had been there. And I ended up grabbing the other ones.
The friend sets?
No, the
Land
Skyline.
speed.
Speed Champions.
Oh.
I grabbed 2.
Did anybody pick up the A-frame today?
No.
No, I wanted to, but too busy at work to deal with it.
It's a cool looking build, but I mean, that really doesn't fit into anything that I have at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So Richard, the Skyline you bought, does yours have the collector's edition minifig, or did you get with standard minifig?
I got both. Bought one of each. I think I've got a couple of the special editions I can spare.
What special edition we talking about?
I sent you the picture, Chef.
Uh-oh, I better look.
Yeah, it's like a week ago.
Oh, yeah.
skeleton
Yeah, you
figure?
did. Last week. Yep. I'll trade out Richard's sig fig for it. I think I got him half skeleton.
I'll say there should be there was like a wave of like little minifigs that I gave out that had skeleton heads because I had so many of them. I still got a ton of heads. I've got all the minifigures I'm going to buy for the castle now, except for the peasants. And I spent a good little bit on the internet today with Justin going over like what certain stores that I shop from have that are torsos that could work.
Nice.
And I think I found a couple. I've got the next order I'm going to place. I've got to first I got to get what I've got coming and see how much castle I have left. Because I might be having to order bricks soon. And I've put that off so far, not had to order any. But I might be to the point of I'm going to have to get some more.
I still got to order some yet.
I don't the next mock that I build with the Star Wars stuff. I don't want to have to build or buy very many like pieces that I already have, and I don't think that. Well, actually, I know it won't be building wise to the scale of this, so I should be okay with not having to buy any more actual bricks. So that's always a good feeling.
Yeah.
Focus on. I've been ordering also. I was talking to Justin about it. Every order that I've been placing, I've been ordering some minifigs that I don't have that I would like. So I got Bo-Katan coming because apparently I didn't have one, which
Really?
I found odd.
I think I sold her on Whatnot.
Justin's got a couple of the ones that I'm wanting that he's gonna let me get from him. And then the next, I bought a Bib Fortuna without the cape, like the new style.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna try to knock out some of these. I would like to just buy the set because I can get the pieces too. But I need to find some of the new 501st battle packs.
You got a Best Buy near you?
Yes.
That's the only place I can find them at is our Best Buy.
Legos at Best Buy?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really?
I wonder if our
And they go on clearance often.
Maybe he could
gets a
check,
discount.
or at least he could check and see if they have some. He's never said anything.
If who has them?
Our Best Buy carries them about all of them.
Brittany's
husband's one of the Geek Squad guys.
at Best Buy in Greensboro. But he never said anything about them having Legos. Of course,
He may have never looked.
I was going to say.
I was going to say, if you check on their website, they have them.
I was really hoping to go to Walmart and find them.
I haven't found them there, Target or Barnes & Noble. Best Buy is the first place I've seen them.
I haven't checked Target since I bought all the Republic tanks.
It's where I picked up the big wave.
Yeah, I saw that. Mama's going to order. We sent money for Gene, but I couldn't order it because it's back ordered. So she wanted to get that for him for his birthday.
That's a good build. That's about my favorite art one so far.
Better than the.
Did you do Starry Night?
Yeah, Starry Night.
Yes. And I even lit it up.
It was better than that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did y'all see?
I just like the
He loves
detail.
Starry
Like
Night.
the Starry Night is a different build, but I like the detail and the odd parts they have in the big wave.
They're coming out with the next like mosaic thing is the Batman animated series like Skyline.
I'll buy that. I like the Batman one. I need to get another one to build Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's what I want. Harley Quinn and the Joker is what I really want. I don't really care that much about the Batman. The Batman would be nice to have, but I'm not a big fan. I'm surprised they haven't, which I really don't want to say this and speak it into existence, but I'm really majorly impressed that they haven't went Star Wars yet.
It's because they come out
In
with
the
a lot more
mosaic?
Star Wars than DC.
Yeah,
They're
but I
always
mean,
making-
that's just another chance for them to grab that money off the mosaics.
If there was a Tatooine, I'd buy it. Just like the picture of it,
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Well, I thought those little, now they were all gift with purchases, but the little micro scale dioramas that they were giving away,
Yeah,
I really liked those.
I still have the trash compactor to build.
The new diorama,
Yeah,
I bought it because it was on sale. I need Dagobah, but I haven't found everyone I see it's not hit that sale price yet.
I got mine. I'd get Barnes and Noble. If you have a membership, it's always 10% off.
Yeah, but you don't get them points.
I guess.
I try to stick with.
I get
try to
points.
stick with Target.
I get points for Barnes and Noble off either books or toys. It all adds up.
Yeah, I don't buy anything else from Barnes and Nobles though. I went there and rated them of their CMF series. That's how I got I need 5 or 6 more orcs, and I don't care how many more Black Falcon soldiers I get. If I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. But I need more orcs.
I've got 3 orcs. I think I've gotten 2 of the koala guys, 3 of the girls on a rocking horse, and then 1 of the alien invaders.
I've got the girl on a rocking horse, and I got a buddy that's got me the dino.
That's one I've been looking for.
I've got the dragon, and the dragon from last CMF series, and I can't see it over here but didn't they come out with another dinosaur or another dragon that was a different color?
Yeah, if the last one was a green one, there was a red one before that.
So I've got that stuff. I'm waiting for the next Marvel line to hit, and then they dropped the picture of the Star-Lord mask.
I seen that.
I really like the design of it, but I hate that there's no top to it.
Right.
I understand why they did what they did. I get it. But at the same time,
They could have put a yellow hair in there.
Yeah.
Or his blonde hair, whichever it is you want to call it.
I still need to pick up the Dark Trooper. Don't look all that cool to me. It's a cool mask, but I really, really need to pick up that Luke's helmet.
Yeah, I think I'll end up picking that one up. I've got the Mandalorian here too. I think I've never built. Actually, I think I gave that one to Jamie to put on
I have the Mandalorian.
Rick Link.
So that means I'm missing. What were the 3 that came out this last wave?
It was the Darth Trooper, Mandalorian, and Luke's helmet.
Is there 3 each wave?
Yes, so far.
So I'm missing one then, because I got the TIE Fighter, Darth, and Boba. Then I have the Stormtrooper, the Scout Trooper, and Mandalorian.
You got the Snow Trooper helmet?
No. Oh, yes. No, I got the Scout Trooper. I don't have a Snow Trooper. Are you sure there's a Snow Trooper?
It might be a Scout Trooper, I was thinking. Scout Trooper, not a Snow Trooper. It's a Scout Trooper.
What's going on, King Baby? Yeah, that's true. They did do I forgot about that. They did do the Star Wars Sith mosaic in the first wave.
Yep.
I did.
Yeah, because I have them all on mine.
I built the Vader, and I didn't even remember that.
Yeah, I did Maul. I didn't do Vader.
Why would you do Maul over Vader?
Better looking mosaic.
You are sick.
I know. And
wanna
yet
get that
I've got
checked
like
out.
10 different versions of Vader in minifigs, but yet I've got a Maul mosaic.
I was sitting there yesterday looking this morning when I was looking through all the minifig torsos to see like which ones can be used as peasants in the castle. And I love how they're like Darth Maul with printed legs, Darth Maul with no non-printed legs, Darth Maul with silver knee pads, Darth Maul with belt. It's like they all look the same.
Yep. They just change up the pants or the shirt, torso.
And then I seen on Ryan's stream his Ask M&R. Have you seen his last one?
I don't think I've seen his last three.
Somebody said that
I haven't seen him in a while.
somebody said that they went to a Lego store and was given an old promotional item as just a freebie, and it was the Darth Revan polybag. And I call bullcrap on that. Like, I don't know. That's hard to believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially for the price it's going for.
Yeah, and it came out in like 2014.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe I could be completely wrong.
Well, unless they come across a whole bunch at a yard sale or emptied out of Walmart and threw them in a tote and forgot about them, I don't know how they'd come up with that many.
Yeah, but Lego wouldn't have those. I mean, if they went to Walmart, they just went to Walmart. Now, I don't know what Walmart does with their product when it's like they clearance it out or something and they can't sell it and they have it left.
If they don't clearance it out and it don't go, it goes to a pallet and gets shipped out. And then it goes to your TJ Maxx's and wholesalers like that.
I know Target did stuff like that. I didn't know Walmart did.
Yeah, so does Costco, and anything that gets returned from Amazon, same thing. Gets thrown on a pallet and gets shipped to a wholesaler.
Well, then.
It needs to get shipped to my house.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say, Gene?
It needs to get shipped to our house.
Gotta have everything, don't you?
Just so we can keep this one customer happy. Gotta keep this one customer we got happy.
I feel that. Unfortunately, I know what customer they're talking about.
I know for a fact that if there is someone, which I don't think there is, but someone watching Bricklink orders and they are watching my order, they are like, man, this guy goes from store to store buying this one piece and every single thing they have of it. Because I've cleared y'all out of entirety of slopes at one time. The same thing with D. Now I've cleared y'all out of inverted the one buys and two. I think two. I know two buys. I think one buys in light bluish gray, and now I'm out again.
Pretty soon we can't get light bluish gray because you have them all.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Gene already told him about the corner in the market.
I'm only cornering the market so it'll benefit y'all in 5 years when y'all store is the only one that has them. I'm just kidding. They're not for sale. Do I?
I was good with that.
Like, man, I don't know who this Camel City brick house is, but they have all these masonry bricks.
I don't know who we got them from.
I'm gonna count this year at the fair how many light bluish gray mocks there are. I think that's the most piece out there.
That's why me and Justin have agreed that when we do the Star Wars thing to put color in it. Like it'll have to be the wall will 100% be almost all dark bluish gray, only because the fact that I already have all the pieces to do it. But there will be color added into it, I promise.
Because if you think about it, when we had the beach set up, right next to us was castles. And there was at least a dozen castles, and they were all light bluish gray.
Yeah.
And then you went over, I think even Cobra Command was light bluish gray. All the Warmocks were light bluish gray.
A lot of the military tanks though are dark bluish gray.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit of contrast.
So I don't think you're going to cover the market on that.
No, I won't cover it, but as long as I'm in the upper percentile, I'll be all right.
I think Rich Boy Jade's got you beat.
Oh yeah. I wonder what he did with all them tiles.
He probably uses them in another mod.
Oh,
He should never have
Greg
to buy
wants
another.
a StreamYard.
He should never have to buy another like tile in dark bluish gray again, ever.
No. That one he set up the first year was humongous that I was there.
The Star Killer base?
Yep.
They what is the lug that was behind where we were sitting this year?
I think that was his lug.
No, not the. I'm talking about the huge. I guess it wasn't right behind us. It was diagonal. The one that had the huge pirate mock that took up like a good 1,000 square feet.
That was a girl's lug. Oh cripe! I think we were standing there talking to him too.
I want to know how many of those light bluish, the trans light blue tiles they had.
Oh, probably over 50,000.
Because their entire, like they probably had 50 to 60 48 by 48 base plates.
Yeah.
And every single one of them somewhere had that.
Yeah. I want to say they had 50 to 100,000 of them or more. They had a big space taken out of them.
The
2.5 cups I got isn't just not enough.
Well, I've got quite a bit, but I should have enough to finish. I'm not worried about the tiles. I have the trans light blue tiles. I have the plates are what's going to be the next like killer in the money. I've tried to plan some of this out as far as the areas that I'm buying in, because I still got to figure out what I need. I've been buying reddish brown bricks, like 50 at a time, maybe, just to
make sure they're not cracked when you get them.
Well, I'm when it's what's going on, Greg?
Oh, nothing much.
When it's reddish brown, honestly, I only really buy them if they're new or if they come from like Gene and Tori wash their stuff and they inspect it. I don't buy reddish brown a lot unless it's new though.
Okay. Yeah, be careful with that.
The Dynasty up in here.
How you doing, GLS?
What's up, GLS?
I broke 2 out of all the pieces I've used. I've only broke 2 so far.
I bought the Persian restaurant, and I think there's only maybe 5 or 6 reddish brown pieces in there total. I think I snapped everyone and had to buy more.
You got some bad luck.
Yep. Didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck.
What's up, Richard?
What's going on, Greg?
No, nothing much. Just work, and more work.
If you're trying to show me something tonight, you'll have to tell me, because I bought this weird, or I got this weird set that didn't have instructions in it.
I got the Connect said yes, go.
Hey, you know what I just thought about? I could have used.
Oh, he's got the Koenigsegg.
Do what?
Got a car up there for you.
He's got the Koenigsegg.
I've got the instructions to the set somewhere. Do I have that one?
I can't believe you bought a set with no instructions.
And stickers too. And no minifigure.
I know, they ripped me off. One of the bags is taped. I should have known. The box was already open.
Well, what are you building?
The R2D2.
Aha. I have that instructions if you need them.
Oh, that's
King said, "Don't
He's
put your
building
money
a
in gold or
union.
crypto. Stick it in all light trans blue tiles." King, check this out. So this is one of 4 bags. I look like I'm Heisenberg over here. I mean, this is, I don't know how many you can fit in a gallon baggie, but
That's because we split a box at Brick Fair.
well, the one in Charlotte, the one up here by my house in Charlotte, I filled up, like I took all that they had, and the lady was like, "We have another box in the back if you'd like me to go get it." And I was like, "Can I just buy the box?" And she was like, "No, because we have to count how many cups it is." And I was like, "Okay." So I emptied out another, like I filled up another half a box. So I probably have a full box, maybe.
Damn.
And then Justin gave me the ones that he had, and then there was somebody in my lug. I can't think of his name, but he thought that I needed tiles, and I was trying to get plates, and he sent me a baggie full of them.
Nice.
What'd you do?
We need to start our own lug so we can order our own pieces.
I'm in a lug.
Oh yeah, I forgot you
Not by
were.
me. That's for my lunch. I'll get you some popcorn.
You know, technically, Chef, you could join the lug, right?
I think he said something. Send me some information.
You might want to get with Justin on that. I don't know. Well, I can give you
Justin, send me some information, please.
I can give you the information of the people I have, but it's just the same people that Justin knows.
Hey, Richard, what do you think about the new leaks?
Which ones?
The Lord of the Rings?
Have you seen the pictures of them?
Yes, I did. The Tower of Sauron and Rivendell.
Rivendell looks like a mock. So if they come out with that, that's going to be absolutely amazing. The thing that I'll be honest with,
That's what I've been waiting to see.
Out of all the stuff that has came out, like the leak wise, the one thing that I'm most excited for is something that nobody would probably see coming, and that is Simba from The Lion King.
And I saw the medieval villages bringing back Lego goats.
Yeah, I highlighted the goat and like sent it to everybody that was in the group chat. The medieval, but it's a different color.
Probably a bluish gray.
But either way, I'll take a goat.
Probably a bluish gray color.
Yeah, it looks dark bluish gray with like spots on it, which is cool. Like I said, I'm fine with that. I'll take a goat.
Sure beats a fortune for buying one goat.
The color doesn't really matter to me.
Let's see, we're getting a Zelda tree.
Yeah, there's two Zelda trees. There's
Donald Duck.
There's Donald Duck. There's a Maleficent dragon. There's the Simba.
And
The Seven Dwarfs house, the village or the cottage. There's the medieval village. There's the Batman mosaic. But out of all of those, the one thing that I guess it's a leak. I don't know. It's a rumor to me because I don't believe they'll do it. But if they do, it will be insane, and I bet it will be almost impossible to get. And they're supposed to be dropping the X Mansion.
And there's
Dropping what?
The X Mansion, the big mansion from X-Men. It's like their home. So like the home for the mutants.
Yeah.
If they drop that, because they said it's going to be like a 2-story build, and I'm guessing that they're just going to, and it's supposed to have a big front gate, and the piece count on it is only like 3,000 and some change. So I don't know how big they plan on making it. I think it'll be built like the dollhouse style that we're used to seeing now. With like the open back.
there's rumors like we're getting a 6,000 piece piece Ninjago City expansion.
They're already, yeah, that's coming, which is crazy because it's 6,000 pieces, but it's only $330.
370.
Is it? Did they finally say the like full price?
Yeah. It for the listing.
Like that's pretty cheap piece count. Gene, that might be one y'all want to snag up.
What is it?
The Ninjago City is coming out, or the Ninjago set
The
is
Ninjago.
coming out with a new city piece.
Why, you got Ninjago docks lying around?
No, I have the gardens. I think Justin has the docks. I'm gonna let you know if you're looking for something. Justin has it.
Yeah, in his backlog.
No, he built everything in the backlog.
Did he?
Yeah, he
No, Justin.
he stayed up the other night and built all 162 sets, is what he said.
He lies.
I don't know.
Like the Flash.
You do have some crack.
I don't think Justin would ever lie. Although I did find out the other day.
I did meet him, right?
I've known him for a while now, and I've known he was an IT guy, but I didn't know until the other day that he fixed printers, and he couldn't fix the printer at the hotel.
I remember that. He broke the printer and couldn't fix it.
I did have to go to the front desk to get something to print it off.
Good job, Justin. Good job.
That guy was so weird because I printed off that QR code. Well, it wasn't weird. I get it. But he printed off that QR code for me. He was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "It's a QR code to take me to my YouTube or take you to my YouTube." He was like, "I don't know. Can I scan it?" And I was like, "Yeah, if you want." He was like, "It's not going to take me to like anything dirty, is it?" And I was like, "No, not that I know of."
Yeah, you just look like that kind of guy.
Well, I remember, I'll never forget last year, one of the funniest, well, not last year, but the year before that, one of the funniest things is this guy, it got me so good. It was one of those scavenger hunt mocks where you're supposed to look for everything. And it was like a Wild West theme setup, and you had to find like all of these different things. And I sat there for like 30 minutes, and I found a bunch of the stuff, but never like a full completed like portion of the list. And he had a little piece of paper that was like, if you can't find anything and you want to give up, go to this site, or it was a QR code. It was like, go here and it'll explain where things are. And I went to it and it was a Rickroll. And I was like, man. And the guy, like, the anticipation on his face as I was scanning the QR code, I should have known something was coming. And it was like, as soon as it popped up, it was like, I never want to give you. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, he got me.
Yes. Them were the good ones.
I good in high school.
Do what?
I got pranked pretty good in high school.
With a QR code?
No. It involves
Do what?
It involves it.
What happened?
A friend of mine put lunch. I had to run a mile in PE afterward.
Oh no.
Well,
did anybody find out?
Somehow everyone found out.
Justin says that I should do that this year. I should QR people to the Rickroll.
You know what I did? I gave his phone number to a few some jokers and He was
Send
so,
me video if you do, Justin.
he was so
I got a buddy of mine a couple years ago, pretty good. He had a car that was worth quite a bit of money, and they kept talking about they were going to prank me and I was worried that something was coming. So I took a bunch of pictures of his car and put them up on Craigslist for pretty cheap, and I put his phone number on it. And his phone went crazy for like a week or two.
and I hid his backpack in my English class.
I forgot the last, like, I guess, real prank that I pulled on somebody. Well, I take that back. I work with a deaf guy, and I pick on him every day. He's one of
That's
like
not right.
he's one of the no. He gives it back. Don't worry. Don't do the whole like, oh, he's innocent thing. No, he's not
He
innocent.
probably is. I've hung out with you. He's probably innocent.
He's definitely not innocent.
Kind of like Tori. She seems innocent, but she'll give it right back.
That's only to you.
Yeah, you probably got her scared. And then she probably takes it out on Gene. Vicious circle.
She does beat on Gene. I will say that.
I don't think he's listening.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Did you say something?
No.
Blink twice if you're okay.
You know, too bad.
I forgot how big of a pain snapping all this together is. Getting this to work.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to take my tote.
So this is supposed to go like this. And then I had this same problem when I was building mine, and I don't remember what I did to fix it.
You have the original art?
No, I don't have the original one. So this green points down, and when it points down,
Greg, he's got whatever one's in my closet.
He'll do anything to get that.
so that won't go past there. This has like I remember this from the one I did. There's like a tricky portion of this. But I don't remember what exactly I did to fix it. So this is supposed to point down, and this won't go down because why? I don't remember. Now this is going to bug me. Justin, are you going to set up the Rickroll for your like QR code thing?
I hope so. I want to see it. Send me videos.
That's right. I keep forgetting you're not going to make it this year.
No.
Got to do things like go on vacation.
I know. I got to do that every now and then. You did go to Disney this year.
I did, but it did not interfere with Brick Fair, did it?
No. See, you got to throw that in there, don't you? It's not interfering with Brick World.
Yeah, but I'm not going to Brick World now, am I?
You should.
Hey, have you seen episode 3 of The Last of Us?
No, I haven't seen any of The Last of Us yet.
I started. I got about 10 minutes into it and turned it off, went to bed.
It's like Brokeback Mountain, but post-apocalyptic.
All right, so I believe this blue has to change because that allows the leg to come out. So this is up.
You want to see what it looks like when it's done?
I have it what it looks like when it's done. It's behind me.
What you doing? Is that the old one or the new one?
The new one.
And is it the old one or the new one behind you?
The new one.
You don't have the old one?
No,
What's wrong with you?
I'm rebuilding this one.
Well, that's always fun.
Not when you're having an issue like this. I remember having this issue though whenever I was building the other one. I just don't remember what I did to fix it.
I know what I want to build next.
What'd that be?
Thor's Hammer or Optimus Prime? Which one's better?
I don't have Thor's hammer, but I have Optimus. Optimus was really fun. The Optimus, you can go on Brick or Rebrickable and buy some pieces to make it look even better.
Really?
Yeah. There's the head when you build it doesn't necessarily look right, like it's too small.
All right, we'll see what they got.
And then there's something else. I think Tori and Jean did it. There's something with the when you transform it, the sticker or something. So there's a way you build it to bypass that.
Oh yeah, I forget what we did. I mean Tori.
I am like really lost with why this is not working. Why I shouldn't build Technic.
You don't want to build the dozer?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm putting it through the wrong.
You don't want to build the excavator?
I'll build anything. Don't worry about it.
Excavator?
Which excavator? I got the bucket wheel in the other room.
The big
I've got
white,
the Liebherr excavator that
the big
yeah,
white,
the Liebherr.
the big white and gray one.
Yeah, the Liebherr. I turned that one into a tractor mock.
I still want to see you build your crane that you've been talking about for like 4 years.
I was going to get stuff, start building it, get it out and start building it this week. But I realized there's some pieces that I'm missing still.
Imagine Lego made a Liebherr crane.
They're supposed to have a Liebherr crane coming out soon. A big one.
What do you think is going to be the first set to break $1,000 for Lego?
I'm hoping the Death Star.
I mean, I have a feeling that's what it's going to be, but I don't think we'll see one of those anytime soon. I I listen to some other people talk that know a lot more than I do, and I think that it might be a ghost.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Ghost with a little side chip attachment.
Yeah.
What are you doing up here?
Justin probably knows. Ask him.
Who?
Oh,
Justin.
Justin. Justin's the knower of all.
Yep. When you got a question, ask Justin.
You want a grape? You won't eat a grape.
So in this.
You gonna take it?
Sit.
Where'd you leave it?
King
Where
said
did
he
you
doesn't
leave it?
think there's a big enough Rebels fan base for it.
Do what?
King said he doesn't think there's a big enough Rebels fan base for it.
I can see that.
I can see that too.
But I
Okay.
just don't know what else they would do to that dollar mark.
I don't know what that is.
Because I mean, whatever it is, it can't be just something that's detailed. It's gonna be something that has to be scaled. So the bigness of it, like this, the Star Destroyer, for instance, it's not that it's really much. I mean, it is a lot of detail. Don't get me wrong, but it's just huge. It's got that wow factor, and I think that's what'll take place in whatever makes it to be that $1,000 mark.
GLS is asking, do you think Star Wars will break the 1K mark? Do you think only Star Wars will break the 1K mark?
I don't know that because I don't think that DC and Marvel have a following like that. I really don't.
No, but like all these landmarks, if they do Mount Rushmore and the Peace Count, that probably could break 1,000.
That could, but the problem with that is there's nothing that like. So you think about it, the biggest landmark that we have so far is the
Eiffel
Tower.
All the ones they haven't taken down?
The Eiffel Tower is built to, I mean, it's a huge size, don't get me wrong, but the piece count there is just because they're really small pieces. So they could do that with a Mount Rushmore and just build it gigantic and have tons of like 1x1 slopes and stuff like that to create that rock work.
And the Coliseum's another landmark they did.
Yeah, but the Coliseum's what, 600?
I don't remember the piece count on it, but I'm just thinking all the landmarks.
No, I'm talking about price. How much was it?
It was about 400 or 500.
So the Eiffel Tower is what, 630?
Yeah. And it got a little bigger.
Titanic was what, 650?
Yep.
Came out at 630.
Titanic
It went up.
It came out at 630, and I think that price jump came out right after it.
So if they were to do that, it would have to be a landmark. I don't see a Marvel set ever doing it. I don't see a DC. I definitely don't see a DC set doing anything close to that.
No.
If it were to be technically Marvel could, but I don't think that. I think that's another Rebel situation. I don't think the fan base would be there.
You lost them already because they quit doing good sets.
They could do a massive, like, if you would go back to the helicarrier or even the X Mansion, you know how big you could make that?
Yeah.
And it still be like but that would fall into like a modular, I guess.
They probably mark it as a modular.
I don't think that the modulars will ever break. I don't see them breaking 500 ever.
I don't got anything for you.
Like, once they retire, I understand they go up a lot. I understand that, believe me. But straight at drop, I don't see a modular ever breaking 500.
I found this at HEB.
I think that'll be a
Fortress of Solitude be good.
wait. Yeah, but then again, DC doesn't have the following.
Daily Bugle would be good.
He said Ultimate Batcave or the Ultimate Fortress of Solitude. I'd do the Fortress of Solitude if they had
I
it.
do the Batcave before the Solitude.
No, I like the Superman.
But see, then there's too much to play in there. So you got to think of that whole thing like it's bad to say this, but think of that Marvel comment like you're talking about, or that Marvel section that you're explaining. Think about that in the eyes of a Star Wars fan. If you were to say, okay, well, I'm going to build the Batcave, that's a great idea. But the Batcave would have to be chosen out of like almost like a mock, because they don't really ever show the Batcave in any of the Dark Knight movies. And the Batcave in the cartoon would be the best one to go off of.
I'd like the Arkham Asylum, like a modular build.
Yeah, see, that would be really cool. But once again, you're talking about something that. How much was Apocalypseburg when that came out?
Wasn't that much, $250.
So you got to think Apocalypseburg would have dropped with a license behind it. You're probably talking somewhere. If Apocalypseburg would have had that many minifigs and a license behind it, you're probably talking about a $500 set. Nowadays, you're probably talking about a $600 set with the price increase.
Yeah.
So in order for that type of build to break like a Fortress of Solitude or a Batcave, I don't know that people would buy a Batcave that was really big and high in piece count, just because I feel like it would be doing the same thing that one of the like architecture set type things do, or the landmarks, where it's just tons of pieces that can be like, instead of using a 1x6, they use 6 1x1s.
Yeah.
GLS said the mansion on top of the Batcave. Now, like, that would be another thing. But if you do that and you build the Batcave, you're going to want a Batmobile to go in there. And then once you do the Batmobile, you come into the play of all that money.
You got to have you got to have all the other Batmobiles that'll fit right in there.
Yeah.
Give him out the cookie, he's going to want a glass of milk. Give him a glass of milk, he's going to want a straw.
Now, what I don't understand, Lego's done it with Ninjago, I know. Now, when it comes to anything else, I'm not going to say that they have. I know for a fact I don't think they've done it with Star Wars. But Ninjago had that, I think it was like 2 or 3 seasons ago. So maybe 2 years ago, when they had that dungeon set that you could buy, and then you could buy other sets to add on to it.
Yes.
That is how I think the big Batcave should be done.
Like they're doing with the last wave of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
They built one piece and then you got to buy all the rest to fit on it.
Yeah, Harry Potter pretty much perfected it. The Ninjago thing was cool, but the Ninjago thing was set up to be some kind of like...
It was a board game.
Yeah, board game based type thing.
Yeah.
But now
I did buy some just for pieces.
If they did that just like the Harry Potter castle, I believe they could do a lot. Because you could buy like which then again, like I'm saying, it would come to the fact of the set not being $1,000. You could do like a Batcave for, let's say, $300, and then for a Batcave at that scale, it would almost be what, Speed Champion size.
Yeah.
So then you could do the Batmobiles and Speed Champion size for $25 a piece since they're licensed. You could do maybe the mansion to go on top, or like a mansion build to go beside it for another like $300. The all the stuff to do it is there, but I don't think we'll ever see it.
No, you could see Lego shying away from those two. They're not making the money they should. It's
just like the real big. Like, I'm excited about these Disney sets. I'm not gonna lie. The Snow White, I don't know how they're gonna do that, because I don't think they'll release minifigs with it.
No, it'll probably be dolls.
I don't even think that'll be dolls. I don't think they'll do minifigs because of the whole dwarf situation. I think that'll step on somebody's toes and end up in some kind of problem.
Oh, the dwarfs. Good point.
And I agree with King again. The Ninjago City, the docks, the city, the gardens.
Yeah,
They're doing it over so many years, and they're up to 1,300.
yeah. But once again, that falls a little away from what we were talking about, and it not being just one set, it being multiple sets.
They're still making them.
Oh yeah. But I mean, the Death Star 2 right now sealed is like a $5,000 set.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of sets that have hit that $1,000 mark, but it's just that it release is at $1,000.
Give it another 1 or 2 years, and that's what they're all going to be.
If they're going to do that, then they have to increase the quality of the build. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I will battle this until I'm blue in the face. The last set that came out that wasn't an art set, because the art sets are totally another monster, that used really cool build techniques is the Lion Knight Castle.
I haven't did that one yet.
And the Lion Knight Castle is a really cool build. It is a really fun build, but at the same time, that is not something that everyone is going to run out and buy because of the price point.
I wish I had it.
That's by far the best thing I've built in a very long time.
What is it?
Lion Knight's Castle.
I wish they made the Viking sets too.
Well, they got that 3-in-1, but I don't think they're going to do much more than that.
No. Brickmania. Go do their Viking sets.
Better have some money then.
Yep.
Yeah, Brickmania's been dropping. There's a $1,000 Brickmania set.
Yep. They drop them every now and then, like they're candy.
That's like a $1,700 Brickmania set.
I said, go check them out for a Viking
Is that
set.
the Blackbird?
No, it's the
the Black-
B-17 bomber. I guess
Would you have the Ghost too?
No, I don't. I have the Phantom. I don't have the Ghost.
Phantom. I knew you got one of them.
I'll be honest with you. I was never really like. I liked Clone Wars after I sat down and watched it a lot more than I liked Rebels. Rebels was still kind of cool, and I think it deserves its place. But if you're going to build a ship off of Rebels, Ghost is the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
And the other thing that kind of which I'm not saying it's bad at all because they're gonna do it always, but every Star Wars show that comes out has its little 3 or 4 sets that come with it, and one of them is always a ship. So there's always going to be something smaller scale ship to come out, like the Razor Crest, that could end up being a higher price UCS. Now, I don't think there's been anything so far. Well, that's a lie. If they really wanted to, they could do Moff Gideon, and that'd be $1,000 set.
Or the
They could redo the Aventador.
it's that second one they made for with Ray, that big ship they come out. Star Killer, no, them second ships they come out with, they said to kill every planet.
That's Star Killer Base.
Yeah.
They never really showed much of that. Like, that would just be another big Death Star.
Yeah, it's just double the size of a Death Star.
I mean, how much do you think Rich Boy J has in Star Killer Base? I'm sure that's $1,000 set.
Oh, more than $1,000 set just in tiles.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying you would have to get to something big for it to break $1,000.
That's not even talking bricks. That's just tiles.
I doubt in our little world that we live in Lego wise that we're going to get $1,000 set that we actually appreciate. I believe that if it is $1,000 set that drops, it'll be cool, but it won't be as cool as we expect it to be. And the other thing that they have to worry about is if they were to release $1,000 set right now, how many people do we actually know that would go buy it, no matter what it is?
Hive.
They drop $1,000 Death Star, you think you can go buy it?
Maybe.
No.
Gene says he's got to wait a couple months to see how the resale value looks.
And then he'll probably buy 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I've tried to get him to buy like 4 or 5 of those line night castles, and he won't.
They just don't port out well.
I found this at HEB.
You saw it where?
The Lego book?
It's the ultimate guide to Legos.
No More said that he does not think Lego is going to release another sequel trilogy set.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing, too, that King brought up a really good point. Do you think that now that they've went to this adult market and they've got the adults interested more, what are they doing to, like, how big is $1,000 set going to be? Where are you going to put $1,000 set? I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've got the Death Star 2 down here in a box just because I don't have a place to put it if I did build it again. I have the UCS Destroyer in a box still.
Have you ever been to a Brickin before?
Yeah, I go to about 4 every year. You need to come over here to the East Coast. Chef, are you going to come down this year for Brick Universe Raleigh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's muted. But yeah, that's a huge thing is space. I mean, you can't just sell $1,000 set and expect somebody to have space for it. But they'll always
They end
be
up doing like we did.
Piecing it out.
Yeah, I mean, we had Titanic up on the
Mantle.
that would be the word. I'm looking for something though. We had Titanic up on the mantle for I don't know 5 or 6 months. But as soon as Christmas rolled around, that sucker got parted out.
We have the roller coaster to build too, and I have a feeling that one might get pieced out.
Am I building the roller coaster?
Oh, I'm sure we will, but after we build it and play with it a while, because it takes up the landscape.
I mean, the marketing crew there knows what they're doing, and as bad as it is to say, no matter what they come out with, they're going to sell a large amount. It's just, are they going to sell the amount that they want to sell? I think that people would spend $1,000 on battle packs before they would go buy a $1,000 set. But you still do have those people that are going to go out and buy both and spend $1,000 on battle packs. So I don't know how. I'm not a marketing guru at all, and I don't know how they would, I guess, find the niche for that.
There's a best of both worlds.
But there's somebody that's going to have to pay. And if it's me going against Gene and my set's $20 and I want to sell 100 of them or 100,000 of them, and Gene's set's $1,000 and they want to sell 100,000 of them, my probability is a lot better than his.
Yep.
There's a best of both worlds, though.
I wonder how many people are sitting bankrupt right now because of Lego. How many people are eating ramen noodles because they are saving for the next Lego set? Or spending their children's retirement or college funds?
Inheritance.
Yeah.
No, we're spending our kids' inheritance.
We don't care.
Well, Mom was telling me the other day the people that are, I guess y'all's age and older are screwed or younger are screwed anyway because of retirement. Like they basically said they're not giving out retirement anymore. Something with the Social Security.
No. No, we've been through that whole thing, making sure Tori's okay with retirement plan. The issue is more that the economy has tanked so much that a lot of retirement plans aren't worth much anymore. And there are people that have absolutely freaked out and cashed in the retirement plan thinking that that's the only way to keep it from going to zero. But the problem with that is you cash it in, you automatically are at zero.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When I left Flow, I emptied my 401k, and I know what I spent it on, but it went extremely fast. Now, mind you, I didn't use it responsible at all.
But you're young enough that it really wasn't that big a number.
No, I mean it was a number that if I had it today, I wouldn't be okay with losing it. But then it was a different story. I just didn't think about it very much, to be honest. When they told me I could take it with no penalty, I just took it and spent it all away.
What's up, Stud and B-Fab?
What's going on, B-Fab? B-Fab would be another good one to ask. B-Fab, what do you think the first set will be to break $1,000? Oh, I missed a lot. Studs in here. Everybody.
Yeah. It's a big night.
Doc apparently reported BFAB's account.
I step out of the room and look at all these people that came in.
No more. I just got your comment where you said army building a couple years ago was a lot cheaper than now. What do you think, like castle wise? I know it's for full armor, for like headgear, armor, a weapon, torso, head, everything. You're probably, like me at least, because I'm doing the light nougat or the flesh tones, I'm probably looking at somewhere around like $10 a fig. What do you think that was when you started buying all the Black Falcons you did? Thanks, Stud, about the castle. It's definitely coming along, but I have ran out of pretty much every piece that I need. I've got orders coming to help me out, but I can't really order anything else until they get here and let me know. It's like I get pieces in and then use them up immediately type thing. But the $1,000 mark, I don't see being broke very, very quickly. And I don't think they'll just throw another Star Wars ship out there to do it. The Star Wars ships are there to do it, but that's a huge risk for a developer, because the money that's going to go into designing that is going to be expensive, and I don't see the outcome. Like I said, I think they would have a better chance of selling a ton of battle packs than they would $1,000 set.
True. All right, guys. Have a good night.
You headed out?
Good night.
Yeah.
We'll take it easy.
Have a good
I'll
one,
see you
Chef.
next
Take
week.
care.
Thanks for sending me an invite.
No problem. I'll see you
Yeah.
next
See you,
week.
Greg. You
See ya.
too. Enjoy your 132 days to go.
And another thing to think about that would be closer to breaking a bigger, I guess, mark, I can see them coming out with another vehicle Technic set to hit closer towards that dollar mark.
Yeah, but they're not that expensive.
No, because there's no licensing behind it, and that's the whole. That's one of the things that I'm getting at. It's, I mean, there is a ton of sets out there that have the potential, or I'm not going to say sets, but themes to have the potential to have a massive set like that come behind it. But they're not going to do it unless it's a licensed set. Star Wars is 100% backed by a license.
Yeah.
They're not going to drop a Lego Movie 3 and one of the Lego Movie 3 sets be $500-$600. They're just not going to. It's like Ninjago. You're getting Ninjago sets that should technically be $1,000 for like $350. The licensing is what kills that whole situation. It's just like Lego. We were talking about this the other day. No More will back me up on this because I know he's kind of been in the same boat that I have, and I'm not sure anyone else in the chat has been. So building the castle is a perfect example. A minifig in the castle is pretty much costing me about $10 a fig. That's using genuine, Lego parts, Lego everything. If I were to do the same thing with Star Wars, and let's say Stormtroopers you can get a little cheaper. They're all going to be the same, but the problem is that you can't get them in the quantity unless you go to a store that's bought a bunch of sets to part out. If Lego would let the licensing be able to be bought through lug bulk, and they threw something like Stormtroopers or Clone Troopers on there, I could see them making that money. I think that would be a venture that would just go absolutely insane. And I think a lot of people would jump on that. But that also, to me, leaves the ability of people to build more. If you threw I guess a good way to put it is if you threw, let's say, Stormtroopers out there on lug bulk for a helmet, a torso, legs, and a head all together is $7 or $8, or just for Star Wars sake, let's say it's $10. That $10 that people are buying are going to want to get even more pieces to create their mock, and no one's going to go out there and buy 500 Stormtroopers for a mock that's 16 by 16. They're going to buy 500 Stormtroopers for a mock that's the size of a ping pong table.
So No More saying that his heads are all the all flesh heads. He gets them from Star Wars battle packs.
Well, there's a bunch of things like what he's saying with using the pick-a-brick blackheads. There's a lot of people that do that because they're helmets that you can't tell what's underneath the helmet, which is a very good thing. Like if you're not buying the full figure and you're just buying the torso, the black heads that are like 9 cents versus the $1 for a flesh tone head, you're saving tons of money on that. With a castle, it's a little different because not everybody, like there's a lot of people that don't have full face masks.
Right.
The licensing that you would want to army build is really only Star Wars. In a Marvel world, no one, I mean, I guess you can. Justin's got a bunch of the Hydra soldiers. And even with the Hydra soldiers, I don't think that they're much. I think they're only like $7 or $8 a fig. The money is there to be made. It's just that if Lego is going to do it, and the $1,000 set dropping would be a huge flex. But like I said, there's a lot of people that make good points. You have the adults that want it, but where are they going to put it? There's a lot of adults that don't mind going out and buying a $100 set for them to build, but they're not going to buy a $1,000 set. Then you have the people that are going to rush out there and buy that $1,000 set. I just don't think that it's going to get to that point to where a lot of people are like
get the people like you and us that, when you get people like you and us that buy about anything, you run out of space quick anyway. So I mean, we've gotten to the point where we build stuff, we let it sit around for a few weeks, and then we part it out.
Well, see, me and Justin were talking about this. Me and Justin were talking about this yesterday, and this is something that nearly everybody talks about on YouTube channels. If anybody goes live or anybody has videos, the Hive Streams talked about it. Ryan's talked about it. There's been so many people that talk about it. It is impossible to keep up with Lego's themes. You there is no way you can buy everything. You can if you have money like that, but the average person cannot. And you have to choose what themes you build. Justin, for instance, is building a lot of tanks from Brickmania and other people's designs. I'm doing the castle. There's no way that I could afford the pieces for this castle and go out and buy a $80 to $100 Star Wars set every time one drops.
Agreed. And I mean, you know how it is renting here. I mean, Tori's. I mean, this is her gig back here. Mine's just a Technic in the other room. Well, in the architecture, but anything else we build is temporary. Now we do have the benefit of having the store, so our temporary is a legitimate temporary, and it makes us money in the end.
Yeah.
So it pays itself off. Very few people have that option.
But I mean, there's been tons of people. Like I talked to a buddy of mine the other day. No More is going to be like a good person on this side, but if you go out and you buy, let's say like I'm doing, and No More, I don't know really how much these figs are costing me. I don't know. I bought all of the torsos and everything through Lugbolt. And most of the heads that I've gotten so far are all the flesh tones off of Lego's Pick-a-Brick on their website. And they're like, I think 27 cents a piece. So I think I only have like $7 or $8 a fig. Now, some of the weapons are pretty crazy just because I wanted to go with unordinary stuff. And I will step into the Brick Warriors. The Brick Warriors is going to be the next, order that I place when I go into minifigs. I've just not placed anything for minifigs in a while because I'm wanting to. I've set myself deadlines that I need to get done, like having the castle done by March. And there's no way I could have the castle done by March if I'm spending the money that I need for brick pieces on minifig stuff. But what I was getting at is if I take this castle build and I build it, it gets done, I display it for 4 or 5 times, I take it apart, I have all those figs left. Now, I could very easily use those figs and sell them to make money to build the next project.
Right.
But that is stepping into the area that y'all are in, where y'all...
Shy said he just bought 800 skeletons.
Who did?
Shy.
Holy crap. Shy, why are you doing this to me? I've got I think I've got 150. But I lucked out big time on mine. I lucked out 100%. At Brick Fair, Virginia, there was somebody selling a baggie of them for $50, and I think there was like 75 in the baggie. And I bought them, and when I bought them, they put out another baggie of them. And I was like, how many of those bags do y'all have? And he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I just bought this bag. And I was like, I walked away, and now there's another bag sitting here. I was like, how many do you have? And he was like, just this last one. And I was like, well, I'm going to buy it too. So I've got skeletons. But it sounds like me and you are doing something very similar. But what I was getting at with that is I will not be able to let go of the Falcons after this is over. I won't. They won't go anywhere. They will be put in a box and saved for something else at another date. I won't sell the Falcons. At first, I had a plan to just, after this was done, get rid of them. But I'm not going to be able to do that. This is out.
I can't wait to go on vacation.
Do what?
I can't wait to go on vacation.
Oh no, I'm going to the beach later, and I think May.
I'm going to Mexico.
I wish I was going to Mexico. Mexico is like what, a couple hours from you though?
It's literally right from the border. I'm going to Cozumel.
Shy said that he's got 300 Minecraft zombies. Mine are a mixture of both, stud. The Bone Demon skeleton face print from the Monkey Kid is rad. Shy, you should use some to make a different skeleton army factions. So I'll be more messy, Sidious. What is the best Star Wars to collect? I don't know. It depends on what
Are
you're
you using all these skeletons and zombies in a castle, or what kind of build are you doing?
No More said he's working up to 1,000 orcs. How many are you at, No More?
How many skeletons have you have in your closet?
I've got somewhere like 150, I believe. I quit counting once I started buying, like, I knew how many I had of everything when I got back from Brick Fair, but it's really went downhill. I'm up to like 9 orcs, and I'm gonna have to start ordering because I've cleared out every store around here. I keep getting the Black Falcon lady with the Falcon in the bow and arrow, and I don't really need any more of those, but I'm just using those as basically people for the castle. I'm just popping the heads and the hair off. I think that I ended up with somewhere around 100 of the new Black Falcons with the red design, and then I know for a fact I've got 300 of the regulars, which probably is actually more than 300 because I think I bought the people who was buying had the medieval castle. I mean, not the medieval castle, the medieval blacksmith. I think I was buying their minifigs out of their sets. And plus I've got the one from the Lion Knights. And then I have like maybe 50 other knights. Like I've got a handful of Lion Knights. I got a 5 or 6 minifigs from K-Town Bricks I'm going to throw in. There's definitely a bunch of random stuff going in. Shaw said 2,000 versus 1,400 Falcons going to make an epic battle scene or scenes. No More said 782. I think I have to recount. Face Purple crying. Going to small skirmish builds as a new series. I'm stopping at 500 Black Falcons. Large battles every now and then. These helmets don't come off because I was going to make Dead Space with the micro skull parts. I didn't know that the helmets didn't come off until you said that. The way that I was planning on doing mine shot is pretty much like the Black Falcons have the castle. It is their castle. But my guys, the purple and black figs that I created are going to be coming in and invading. I stopped at 60 of the black and purple, the Black Dragon Knights that I made, and they're going to have like a skull army with them. There's going to be some forest men that are trying to pretty much scale the castle from the back, and then there's going to be the orcs, and the orcs are going to come into play because they're like there's going to be little scenes everywhere of what's going on. So Shy has 1,400 Black Falcons. You're stopping at 500. That's 19. I have 4 at least, including the new, probably around 450. I don't know how many Charm City has. I know that they were sold out the other day on Lego's website. Whenever they dropped the Bardings on there, they sold out. Like, they sold out fast. Gene, are you going to let me get any of them Bardings from y'all?
Ain't no what?
Probably.
You need to let me know when they come in before you hit them into the store.
Yeah, but I can't let them go for what I got in them.
No, I should have bought more of them is what I should have done. If I'm not mistaken, though, I'm pretty sure I'm almost positive they're getting put in our logbook.
I bet they will. There's a bunch of people that want them.
I know that there's probably going to be a bunch of minifig parts in there. I finally, I told them today when they were asking me, that's how that conversation come up, was they were saying that I didn't submit anything. And I told them that I really didn't care.
The only things we submitted, or I submitted, was the balls for the Great Ball Convention stuff.
I can't believe those were even, I mean, I guess it's like they should have been on there, but I didn't think about them being on there.
All right, I'm doing the skeleton Paul Walker.
Stud said, yeah, the Space Baby helmets are one mold, unfortunately. Charm has 2,500.
There you go, Richard.
Got it through Lugbolt.
Hey, which skeletons in there is Uncle Owen and Aunt Baru?
Nah, he's making Paul Walker.
The deceased Paul Walker.
It's pretty messed up, Gene.
That's me. I'm messed up.
You support people that drive Ford Broncos like Vaughn Gittin, but you don't enjoy a real car enthusiast. How'd your Bronco do on the beach, by the way?
Oh,
well,
yes.
Yeah, there's a real funny story about that, Richard. So we pulled up, aired down the tires, way down. Put it in 4-wheel drive, pulled off the pavement, went onto the beach. We got down to the end of Fort Fisher, and we turned them off and played on the beach with the dogs and took pictures and all that. Got back in them, and a friend of ours in the Gladiator behind us was just laughing. We had them on the phone talking, and they were just busting out laughing because the Bronco was slide. It was fishtailing a lot, and I figured it was just the grooves where everybody had driven so much. It was trying to stay in the grooves. We got to a cutover at the marsh, turned it off to go get more pictures and look at stuff there. And when I went to turn it back on, I went, oh, no wonder it was fishtailing. I just drove the last 2 miles on sand in 2-wheel drive. When I cut it off, it took it out of 4-wheel drive.
Did it do good, though, other than that?
Oh, it did good in 2-wheel drive. It fishtailed some, but it just felt like it was trying to follow the grooves. It did great in 4-wheel drive.
I've been driving a customer's car home for the last 3 days, and I'll never buy one of them things. That's a car I do not support.
I tell you what, though, one of the funniest things about the whole trip.
I said he ordered 75 horse parts. Holy crap. Stud said he found his OG black suit, classic space figs from the 80s. He'll just make them dead spacemen. No More said, yeah, I saw him like, damn, I only ordered 25. My guys will walk. That's what I did. No More. I have one from the Lion Knight set, and I bought two from Bricklink for I think like $30. And I was like, there's no way I can keep doing this. And then when they hit the pick-a-brick section, a buddy of mine told me, so I ordered 10. And now I'm wishing I would have ordered like 20, 25 of them. I have a ton of horses, but I also don't want every one of my horses to have a bard on them. I can't.
So I think we bought 10 of each, thinking, wow, we'll corner the market on these. And then they showed up in the lug bulk option. So I was like, crap.
Well, I don't want any of the Lion Knights. I just want the Black Falcons. Well, I might buy one or two of the. I think I have 4 of the dragon ones. I don't know. What I really wish I could do, honestly, is take that entire wall that's over here, Gene.
Yeah.
And move the castle into the back corner and just have the table go to all the way to the other side of the wall. Not worry about ever getting this done or taking it anywhere. And just build the entire, just fill up the entire space I have down here. But I am trying to build this to where it can be taken. Which right now it's working, I guess. The table that it's sitting on at can collapse from weight.
No More said he forgot to get horses.
I've cleared out the couple Bricklink stores that I shop at from horses. I don't know. What are horses, like $5 or $6?
Depends on which color.
Now, we didn't have. I'm pretty sure we didn't have any of the horses on our lug bulk last year, but I know we had the saddles. And I got like 35 saddles.
How did Clark come up with so many horses then?
I don't know, but they were all they were used, because if I would have paid closer to attention, I probably wouldn't have bought all his at that show.
They in bad shape.
Some of them, not now because I soaked them in soap and water, but it was just like they had crud in all the joints. I got them for extremely good deal. Don't get me wrong, but
he doesn't smoke, does he?
I don't know.
Well, I just noticed that one of the sets that Tori got from him just had like a film on it before we washed it.
I don't know. I don't think he does. With the horses and stuff I got, they just had it wasn't like a film, or it wasn't they weren't sticky. It was just in every one of their joints, around the neck and the ones that the legs bend back in the rear.
Yeah.
It just had just crust and crud in it.
Maybe that's a better way to describe what was on Tori's stuff. It was that set, wasn't it?
I don't remember that.
I don't have any of the pink and gold knights. I want one, but I was really trying to get them just because that face mask. I was buying a ton of the blue and the dark bluish gray and the light bluish gray ones, and I thought it'd be cool to throw some of those gold ones in there, but I didn't find them anywhere. I still haven't found them around my area. There is no 23 series out anymore. It's all 24. And I have a ton of skeleton horses, stud. Said I grabbed a few of them recently for a mock. Love that knight minifig. The green hedge knight as well, but army building CMF is pricey. Yeah, I don't. If I wish that when stuff like that comes out, I would just go to a Lego store and bum rush all they have. I've those clones that I just got in the sets kind of gave me a good sense of what I should be doing, because the sets themselves really aren't worth anything, but the figs in them are. And I bought all the ones that Target had. I'm hoping Target restocks. If I go back and Target has 5 more, I'm probably going to end up buying all 5 more. One of the things that I do also, which probably it might work 1 or 2 times, but if it does work that 1 or 2 times, at least it worked. If I ever go to any Bricklink store and they have something that is pretty pricey that I'm wanting to buy all of, I'll always message them and be like, look, will you drop the price lower if I buy all of these? Like I'm pretty good friends with them now, but there's a Bricklink store that did that with the 16 by 16 dark bluish gray plates. He had them at I think they were like $4 a piece. And he had 60 of them. And he dropped them to, I think it was like $2, and I bought them all. But it was a lot more in the order that I bought. So there's always a chance that they'll do that. I don't know if some people will do it with minifigs, but I need a ton of helmets and stuff. And I'm on that verge where I was talking to you or saying about it earlier, where you said something about going to Brick Warriors. There's nothing I have the Lego stuff I want, and I want my guys to look somewhat different from each other, and I don't want it just to be a bunch of the same helmets. So I'm leaning towards the stuff from Brick Warriors, and Brick Warriors doesn't cost any more than the Lego itself, so it's no big deal. I just don't like how some of the stuff is all one color, and I'll be honest with you, I have no want whatsoever to start painting the stuff. I've seen some of the shields like what you had that were painted, the insides, and that looks amazing. But I don't think that's going to be me. I have seen though. I need to send you this picture on Instagram. Somebody posted a bunch of dead soldiers, pretty much. They weren't skeletons. I think they were using Ninjago torsos, but they had undead heads on them and stuff, and they brick built shields, and they looked extremely good.
So no more. You're sorting out dots, huh? We cleaned out all the clearance dots they had at Walmart down at the beach this weekend.
Did you see that? You've seen that they're closing the doors on dots, right?
Yeah. And so Walmart down at the beach had all the dot stuff marked down, and we bought a lot of it.
Some of that stuff is actually there's I need to send this. I've got a picture I need to send to No More and Shy too. Somebody used those dots to make a Black Falcon logo that looks really good. And I never thought about buying those sets to do that. Because it's blue
Most
and
of the ones
gray.
we got were the Disney dots.
Yeah, but what colors are there? Is there any light bluish gray in there?
No, there's not. No.
Everything just bright
There's
colors.
some white that's printed. There's a little bit of white that's printed.
I need blue ones. Yeah, I seen that. Victor, I hit up Victor the other day when I was talking about the the Claymore swords. He's supposed to be getting me like I think 150 of them. He's I know that when I talked to him yesterday, he said he was making a ton of medieval type stuff. Which is always good because I feel like that stuff's going to sell pretty quick. That anything that he does, Warhammer Fantasy molds being created by Brickin trying to get him to make 40K stuff. That is something he does not need to do, because if he goes towards Warhammer, Games Workshop does not play. Games Workshop will immediately go after that. So if he tries to make stuff like that, they do not need to list that it is any kind of related to Warhammer anything. If Games Workshop gets a hold of that, there was
too many figs quick.
I forgot what company it is. There was a company that created figs like they use the term like Warhammer, and they got busted pretty bad.
I'm talking about making my phone's dead. I can't defend myself.
Who's talking?
I said, don't be talking about me. I said I can't defend myself.
I got this thing stuck. Think I fixed it? There we go. I know that there's a lot of companies out there that make a bunch of stuff that's like Warhammer. I just know they can't say that it's like Warhammer in the rules. So, I mean, Warhammer is really nothing but just fantasy style, I guess, armies. I need to have y'all. I know that it's a little bit different from the price range, but have y'all, you or Shy, have y'all done a lot with K-Town stuff? Because on the Dragon Knights that I have, I was putting the K-Town helmets on them, and I have 60 of them, and I know that 60 of those $6 helmets is not really the route I want to go.
What? You don't want to spend $360 on some helmet?
No, not when I have almost $1,000 in custom figs. No, I don't have any of the 3D molded 40K armor kits from Nasty Bricks. Didn't even know that was a thing. I'm like, if y'all ever see stuff like that and y'all are like, man, I wonder if Richard has any of this. If no one has told me about it, then no, I do not have it. I'm like the last person to ever find out anything. I use a lot of other people's. Like, there was one thing I was surprised that, which I know it's a bigger company, so I know that there's a lot of people that know about it. But Shy, you posted a video of you getting I think I have it right here somewhere. Of you getting the Forest Moon Stranger Figs. And I had no idea there was that many people that was going to buy this. And then I seen you had it too, or you had ordered it too. And I know you got yours like a couple days before I got mine. And I was like, I don't know. It's amazing what people do know and what I do not know, I guess is the easiest way to put it.
Sticker time.
It's easy for me to do stickers tonight.
Is it?
It's almost like there's not even
That
any.
idiot that let you use that system, let you use that, didn't even give them to you, did he?
No, he was mean.
Cheap bastard.
I found out, by the way, the legs why they weren't working like I was wanting them to. It's all because they don't have the rubber bands in there to do the spring action.
If you need to use them, use them.
No. It's no big deal. It's just like a function of the set. But it was I couldn't figure out why like there's a Technic piece inside that's pretty much built to a spring tension. So
yeah.
Am I taking this apart or are you?
We will.
There's the function of him going up and down. I've like unsprung it, if that makes sense, and have it where it'll move now. So the inner part's not connected right. Just so so this is the body. And when you lift it, his leg comes out and it'll like kick forward. But since the rubber bands aren't attached, I basically I removed it inside. That way it'll just have to be lifted up and down for it to come in and out. There's no tension behind it. You use the Technic lift arms to create like a system that rolls on each other. And once it gets to the bottom, it like kicks out and locks. And I basically just moved where it locks. Because if there's no tension when you go to unlock it, it won't pull up.
Okay.
Yeah, K-Town is very pricey. Stud said if they pull the D&D contest winner set and they pull a micro-scale foosball table, he's going to bug out. I don't buy many sets, but that D&D fan set looked rad. I hope they keep it close to that or better. Some of them were the 3 options they gave us. I knew what everybody was going to pick or lean to, but I'm always afraid when I see a set that gets approved in Lego Ideas to what Lego is going to turn it into. And I wonder, I don't know the answer to this, but once something gets approved and Lego says like, okay, we're going to do this set, and they show you a design of it, even though it's nothing like your original design, can you decline wanting to come out with it, or is it too late then? And they're just like, well, you gave us the idea and showed us what you wanted it to look like, but we made it this way type thing.
No, you sign over the rights to the idea. When you submit it, you sign over the rights.
So you're just like done for.
Pretty much.
Gene, have you decided that you want to go on Lego Masters with me yet?
I have absolutely decided that. Yes. No.
I haven't heard another email from her since they did the holiday thing. I don't expect I will.
No, you stuck to your guns wanting to do it solo and she got pissed.
I just wonder if there's somebody somewhere going like, all right, this is like the third time we've contacted him. Maybe we should stop. Although I'm serious, I would have really enjoyed that experience of going on there and doing all that. I would have been kicked out so quick.
Yeah, about the first time you dropped an F-bomb at Will Arnett.
Really okay. They could edit all that out. I don't have a problem with Will Arnett. That's your wife.
Okay. The first time you drop an F-bomb at Jamie and Amy, whatever.
We just think you ought to be able to tell a better story. What the fuck are you talking about? There's plenty of story. That'll be the good old days. Hey guys, I made it to Lego Master. Hey guys, I'm home.
I was on Lego Master for 37 seconds.
The 15 seconds of fame.
They didn't even make a sig fig of me. I was there so short.
Nah, I would do it right. I don't cuss nearly as much as Tori and Haley. When them two get going,
Right, I have to defend her. Her phone died, and she said, "Don't talk crap about her while she's in the other room because she can't defend herself."
That's not crap. That's just stating the fact.
She went downstairs to pull another order.
I looked at Haley before, and I'm like, you realize you can't say all of that on YouTube, right? Like there is a limit.
Well, you can't in the first 30 seconds.
I'm not monetized, so I don't know the entire rules. I've read them and gave up, or tried to read them and gave up halfway through it because I basically get the idea of not offending anybody.
I subscribe to the theory I can't offend you. You have to be offended by me.
You're wrong. My buddy today sent me a picture of a car or a car on Bring a Trailer. He was like, here we go. I got something for you. And I was like, man, you got me that car? He's like, what? And I was like, you told me you got me that car. I was like, so now you have to get it for me or else I'm going to sue. He goes, sue for what? I said, you promised me something you're not delivering on. I said, it's 2023. I'm pretty sure I can win. Then he called me stupid, so I got him for degrading me.
He used the S word?
Yep.
That's ugly.
So I'm going to win one way or another. I really did forget how much effort went into building this. I would have just stuck to building that Speed Champions. I could have been done by now.
The Speed Champions you don't have?
I got them.
Oh, that's right, you did.
I got two of them down here. Instead, I'm trying to find where all these
I
technical
have a feeling when they,
Stud said half the stuff that gets
I have
approved
a
is
feeling
under
when they,
digital and it won't pass the gravity test, so Lego designers have to bring it up to their standards. That's what is annoying about the Ideas platform. Fan designers think form but never function usually. That was one of the issues that I had in the castle. It worked perfectly fine in the studio, but did not work when I built it. But it's all good now, hopefully. If it fails now, it's going to be too late for it to matter, and I'm going to have to come up with a random idea. I've been good at before of coming one just out of the blue. I was flying through that castle.
and
Do what?
when are you setting up for Raleigh?
I don't really know the Raleigh situation because so I know that you have to buy a ticket to get in to be a spectator. And I asked them, I was like, I basically emailed them and said, I have looked on y'all's website and I have not seen anywhere to sign up to be an exhibitor. That I've been to y'all show 3 years in a row, and I know the exhibitors I know that y'all have exhibitors, but I can't figure out where to show up at. And they sent me a link. And he basically just said, email this person. So I emailed this other person, talked to them, gave them what I was bringing, size, and everything else. And she told me that I had been accepted. I had to send pictures of what I currently have. And I've not talked to them. They sent me another email like 3 times since then to make sure I'm still interested in it. But I haven't been told a price. I haven't been told when I can get in. I haven't been told any of that. So I don't know if they know it yet since it's so far away.
No, I guarantee they know.
Or maybe they're just trying to get everything together to figure up space, because I told them that I would need 2 tables wide, 2 long, and be set up somewhere that it's like a 360-degree walk around. And they told me that they could accommodate that no problem.
So we have VIP tickets for that Saturday morning,
Uh-huh.
but just realized the other day that that's the same Saturday that we have to leave for our Moab trip.
Sweet.
And driving from Raleigh to Louisville, Kentucky the first night's a little bit longer than driving from Winston to Louisville, Kentucky. Especially if we're going to go hang out at Brick Universe for a while first.
Yeah. Well, I'll be more than happy to pay for your tickets from you if I have to, but I don't know. I'm having a feeling. What I have a feeling of is I'm going to have to buy Haley's.
Yeah.
Justin is coming up to help, so I will buy his or Haley's or both if I have to. I just don't know if they're going to give me like an extra ticket for coming. I don't know if I have to pay for a ticket. I don't know if I have to pay to set up. Nobody has told me anything yet. Because Brick Fair is like $90, I think.
Yeah, I hate not going.
You could always cancel your trip.
I could, couldn't I?
You could. Couldn't you? Tell Tori you're no longer going. You're just hanging out with me for the weekend. See what she says. The good thing is that I'll have Haley there, and I'm hoping I can be like a really good husband and talk her into holding the camera the whole time.
Let me know how that magic trick works out.
Well, I have a pretty good chance of one of them because Justin doesn't like to be in front of the camera, so he might prefer being behind the camera. I just know at Brick Fair it was really hard for me to do both, so I gave up. But we're trying to adapt. We're trying to become better. I've only spent about 2.5 hours down here in the past couple days writing a script and trying to figure out how I'm going to set up the camera. But I believe I got it. I think I might actually buy one of the chest pieces for the GoPro.
I just have not had any time at all to work on that for you.
I really, oh no, it don't matter. I need to do it. What I sent you has nothing to do with the castle though.
Right.
Okay, store's closed. Sorry, Richard, no more orders tonight.
Since she's back, do I have to quit talking crap now?
Yep, I'm back. Quit talking crap about me. Hey, crap, I'm down here pulling orders for customers. That's a good thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't benefit me at all.
Well, no, not yet. That's true.
So therefore, it leaves the crap talking open.
She's really trying to suck up to that new boss and give him his good graces.
Tori, text me and I'll tell you a way that'll help out a lot better than you pulling Lego orders. You might even get Employee of the Month.
Yay!
I think she's probably heard that hint before.
What do you do, bribe her?
Just saying.
I'm not going to be satisfied if I don't come to y'all's house next time and see a Employee of the Month plaque at the bottom of the step.
Plaque. That's right, I want a plaque. Never had a plaque.
It's got to be official.
My name's been on one, but it's 6 of 12 other people's names.
The kid that used to help us, we were sitting around eating lunch one day, and we realized he was Employee of the Month, Employee of the Year, Employee of the Quarter.
He was having field day with it. Best employee.
He's the best looking employee, the ugliest employee, smartest employee, dumbest employee.
He was going to town on it. He was having a blast.
I think the fact that he was the only employee was what mattered.
If you're the dumbest and the smartest employee, you need 2 awards.
That's true.
What's that saying? I have 2 brain cells left and they're both fighting for 3rd place.
Maybe it is almost 10:30.
No more. I'm going this year in March. I'm going to South Carolina to something called I think it's called South Carolina Brickin. The plug I'm in, one of the guys put it on for the first time last year, and we expected it to be like, I think it was only supposed to be around like 30 or 40 people setting up. And then I don't know what it ended up blowing up. Like it was a lot crazier than we thought it would be. And then Brick Universe is in Raleigh every year. And I've always went and never displayed. So I'm finally displaying. And then I'm going to Brick Fair, Virginia also. The castle will come with me to everything, hopefully. The Brick Fair, Virginia is the only one that I have to like financially prepare for. I am going to have to buy a U-Haul or rent a U-Haul truck this year. versus a car. Let me go grab something. I'll be right back.
Is this where we play that music? For like yeah.
Me sleepy. How's that corner cafe?
It's going. I've got the one layer down almost on it. I mean, I'm looking at the camera around the thing, so it's getting there. Considering I haven't built on it I didn't build last Wednesday because I had schoolwork, but it won't be long. I won't have to say that crap no more.
You didn't have schoolwork. You were just ignoring me.
Oh, shoot. You figured me out. You figured me out already.
The Brick universe is actually the one I'm a little more excited for, to be honest. I mean, I'm excited for Brick Fair, Virginia, but I know what to expect. I still think one of the coolest times I've ever had anywhere was last year at Brick Fair, walking around with Fickin, giving out all those poly bags to kids. That was fun.
You gonna do that again this year?
I've got like 10 poly bags I'm gonna give away, and then the Star Wars sets that I was building last week.
Mm-hmm.
The tanks. I'm gonna give all the tanks away. I'm not going to use them. The pieces are kind of like okay to use, but they're not really worth it. And I would rather see the smile on the kids' faces versus try to figure out what I'm going to do with those parts.
There you go.
Like I said,
Mom, who's this weird guy trying to give me Lego?
well, it was really weird last year with Thick because when he asked me if I wanted to help him, I was like, yeah, sure. Like I thought I was just gonna walk around and give these sets out, but I watched him do it a couple times, and he had to ask the people if he could give their kids free Lego. I never thought about it. Like you can't just walk up and be like, "Hey, kid, you want this?"
That's right.
So it was a good thing that I seen that.
You want a piece of the candy?
Get in the van.
You'd return them.
I gave that little kid last year that Spider-Man figure.
Was he excited?
I don't know. He was like, I realized that the lack of parenting skills that I have after I gave it to him, he was probably too young for me to be giving him a minifigure.
You should recreate Blanket from dangling from the balcony.
The what?
Blanket.
Oh,
dangling from the balcony.
I cannot do that. That will not be done on my channel.
You know what I mean?
I have thought about countless times creating another YouTube channel and doing a voiceover. Like I have there's the editing software I use on here. I can just change my voice. And I've thought about doing it and just showing my hands and stuff and wearing like gloves so like everything is hidden and doing some really like messed up things. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. There's been a lot of dark humor ideas that has came across this channel.
Like Bill Cosby's Pudding Pops.
No, that'd be hard to do out of Lego. I do have a room in the castle that has Amber Heard and Johnny Depp in it, though.
There's poop on the bed.
There is.
Huh?
There's poop on the bed.
Well, I take that back. It's not in the castle. I built a whole lot of interior pieces that I haven't put inside the castle yet, but I do have it built. Old Captain Jack. I've also wondered about that, like how do I display the castle and when do I open the stuff up? Because right now I have 3 areas that pop up or pop open.
Well, you also got the hidden wall sections.
Yeah. I mean, I'll honestly probably just open it all and leave it open. That way, it shows more. Yeah. I forgot. I think this is one of them sets that it gets you all the way to like the last step, and it's like you were supposed to build 2 of these. Oh, nope. Just kidding.
Oh, watch it in.
No more said. I gotcha. There, yeah. There's Brick Fair, Fredericksburg, Brooklyn, Chicago, and we're here, Virginia. So many shows. I've been asked by multiple people to go to Chicago, and I would love to. There's no way I could do it this year. I've been where I've been for a while, and I know my manager really well, but the actual location that I'm at, I just started like 4 months ago, and I'm kind of pushing the limits of what I'm taking this year anyway, because technically at my job, if you use if you take a day off, you're supposed to use vacation days. And since I'm at a new location, I don't have all the vacation days that I did. So I'm kind of pushing some limits anyway. And I would love to go to Chicago, but I would also really love to go to World War Brick.
I'm starting to see double vision.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you. Getting tired.
Double vision always seems to get the best of me.
Well, you weren't supposed to drink the drink from Cosby.
Fill my eyes with that double vision.
Brick World, the Brick World Chicago, I know enough people up there where I think that it would be a fun trip, but it would also 100% be like me going up there and becoming like a third or fifth wheel, whatever.
Harley? Making that noise? Okay. All right.
Hey, Mayo, what's up?
What's up, Mayo?
What's up, Mayo?
Me becoming a fifth wheel, people always are like, or whatever, like, oh, it's no problem, come and hang out. But I still always feel awkward. The one thing that I'll be honest with you that I'm most interested in is going to Raleigh and seeing the fact that I've been there so many times and just walked through and didn't really pay attention to much. But I'm in a state where all this takes place, and like I have an entire lug in my own state, and I'm the only one that even posts in their groups.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I have a feeling that most of their lug disintegrated to SC bricks, which is good. I'd rather support SC anyway. But there was definitely a change of pace. And I've even thought about before, I don't know how you could do it, but having like a North Carolina chapter of a South Carolina lug. Because I really do miss the fact that they have all these events that, I mean, I'm there's no way. I mean, it's physically possible for me to get down there, but it's just not the smartest thing to do.
Not practical.
No, not at all. I mean, it's like 5 hours away, but they do all the draft events, and I really enjoyed the drafts that me and Justin did with everybody.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
I'm gonna
Oh,
do
you're talking about the ones you did remotely.
No, we did a bunch at the. Remember when we did them at the South Carolina?
Yeah, those were fun.
I'm hoping I
But
can.
I thought you were talking about the remote ones you and Justin were talking about doing.
No, that's just simply that's fun to get the stuff, but it's not fun to not be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I enjoyed doing it there just because you never know what you're going to end up getting a choice of. And it's like a rapid fire, hurry up and pick, you know?
See, I think it would be cool to have that stuff up here,
I agree.
but it's not practical for them to drive up here, which I understand. Maybe we should get some people. I mean, all they do is meet up at a local library most of the time. Maybe we should see if we could get some people up here.
Aren't they fairly active in the Greensboro area, though?
Who?
The NC Lug. They post stuff about the Greensboro Children's Museum.
I've never met anyone off of there. Oh, I will. Oh, you said you're not coming to Brick Universe, right?
I don't think we can.
I'm setting up with your buddy. I forgot to tell you about that.
Who?
What's the architect guy's name?
Oh, with Rocco?
Yeah.
You're setting up with Rocco?
I'm near him, apparently.
Oh, really?
They showed, if you go to their website, he's one of the featured artists.
Yeah.
Yep. Always
And
is.
the way that it is set up is there's always a massive Star Wars mock that's usually the Hoth mock. And if you go all the way to that back wall, like where Roscoe was set up here, and then you had the mosaics that were like here, and then the mosaics here, and then that back wall.
Yep.
That back wall is dedicated to that Star Wars. And I don't think I can't be out in the middle of all that stuff. So I think they're putting me the way that I have a map, and I can show you the map, but the map doesn't make any sense to me, which is why I don't think that they know the layout yet. But it looks like I'm going in front of, where Roscoe was set up, and then they had the tents in front of him that were turned backwards that had all the spaceships like hanging from the twine and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I'm going in front of there.
This other buddy's doing that. He travels with the author's wife. Remember, because they usually travel together.
I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna brag and be like, I know them. See if it gets me any like good kudu points.
Oh, you're going to tell Rocco? Yeah, I know Camel City Brick House.
I'm gonna be like, they pick on me all the time because I can never complete orders as big as yours. Maybe one day I'll be at that level.
You should watch his videos where he's doing his haul, where he's unpacking. And it's like time lapse running really fast, and he is just creating mounds of parts on the table.
That's like one of the things that intrigues me is the differences of Bricklink shipping, like how some of them package stuff and how some of them like are unorganized. Like, no offense to y'all, D is by far the most organized. But D's is set up different than y'all's because y'all have that automatic payment thing.
Yeah.
So with D, I just make I basically create orders all week until it gets to a big, like the big amount. So everything that he sends me is all packaged separately. Like it'll say order 1 and everything in the bags will be separated to that order.
That's what we do when we have customers with multiple orders over 50. We do them separately. Each order is in a separate bag with their packing slip.
Yeah, but he's talking like each lot in a bag.
Oh.
Yeah, each
lot. We couldn't do that. We couldn't do that because we get so many orders that are just
one.
2 pieces of this, 3 pieces of that. I mean, it would cost.
I think it's also, it might be the way his stuff is set up. Like his warehouse is insane.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, Mayo said, "Do not drink Cosby's drink." The experience of meeting everybody is what I enjoyed from Brick Fair. And every year I meet new people. Like last year, the year before last, I knew of No More, and I don't know if I met him there, but it wasn't like meeting them this year. So like, I don't know. I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun. Y'all really need to see what you could do to take off work to go. I know it's like a heck of
we can't do it this year, Richard.
Yeah,
no,
we cannot do it this year. But next year, once she's retired, our goal is to do some of those shows.
Yep.
I'll leave her at home to pull orders.
What now?
I said leave her at home to pull orders.
All right, I'm at a good stopping point now. I got doors.
I've got just that much left.
I know. Well, I can.
I'm really interested to see Haley's face on it. Which I don't know if she's going to Virginia. I know she's going to Raleigh. If she goes to Virginia, she might like drive up one day. But I highly doubt she'll go the whole time. I know she won't go the whole time.
Yeah, if we were to go to Virginia, that's the only thing we'd do. Just go one day.
Perfect time. My battery's about to die. My iPad.
Greg needs to buy some tickets and come up this way. Yeah, like I said, No More. I don't know if I met you last year. I'll be honest with you. Last year was such a blur because I don't know if you know this story or not, and I know that I've told it like 100 times. But so we went to Brick Fair, and I did not know what to expect. That was my first like major convention that first year I went, and it was the year before last. And I knew Ryan from online. I knew Hive from online. I knew Shy from online, but I had like met no one. I really didn't know who all was going to be there. I didn't know like what to expect or anything like that. And I got there, immediately text Chef, and we went the night before, spent the night, and then woke up the next morning and went to the show. But I couldn't get in early because I was just a civilian. I wasn't an exhibitor. We got in the door and text Hive that we were there. And Hive gave me directions to find him and Chef, and he was so far off, it was unfunny. Chef ended up finding us in the vendor section. And the whole day I spent like meeting everybody. Like I met Ryan, I met Claire, I met Sands, I did all that. And then they started, saying, oh, we're going to shut the door for that. We walked around, done all that, ate lunch with everybody. And then they were like, we're going to shut the door and not let anybody but exhibitors stay. And I didn't know they were going to do that. So I went up to the main guy who was running it and was like, look, I'm not from here. I didn't know what to expect, blah, blah, blah. So here's the deal. I want to stay. What do I got to do to basically make this happen? Like, how much do I have to pay? And he wanted to charge me the full amount. And I was like, I don't see a sense of paying you a full amount for hanging out Saturday night. Like, I'm leaving tomorrow. I won't be down here. Is there a way you can help me out? And he was just flat out like, no. So what I did was, I'm not going to mention the names, but somebody gave me their badge, and I put their badge on, and me and my buddy Mark just stayed all night. I'm going to do this last step since it's small, and then I'm going to call it a night.
Yep, I'm starting to go cuckoo here.
And pick up.
There's 13 steps, and this will put me right in the middle.
So you'll have something to do next Wednesday.
Yeah. Are y'all sure y'all don't want me to take this apart?
Yeah, we'll take it apart
Yeah, that's fine.
because I want to see it all put together. Did we have a knife in here?
No. So I said, oh, we got spare scissors.
Yeah.
Just scissors.
What do you need a knife for?
Placing some of these tiny.
That's that's an undisclosed name that I can't give out. I'll be honest with you, until certain people got back from a certain dinner, I was walking around with no name tag, just looking like I belonged, and nobody said anything to me. And then once everybody started, there was less and less people inside, and people that were official seemed like every time I turned the corner, they were there. That's when I put on somebody's name tag. Who was it this year that I think it was me, Chef, and Justin went and ate at that it's not Mexican, but the Hispanic restaurant right there near the place. Dude, it took us I bet we were there for 2 hours trying to pay, and the waitress would never bring us our check. Me and Chef were like, I'm just about to walk out. And then the Asian restaurant that we all went to got bombarded extremely fast with people. And then, of course, I didn't know that Fick was a vegetarian, and I took him to a barbecue restaurant.
How'd that work out?
They had stuff on the menu for him, but I definitely didn't know that until we were standing in line. He was like, I wonder what they got that's a vegetarian. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm a vegetarian. It's like, I did not know that.
You should be.
I'm a meatitarian.
You should be living in California.
There's a lot of. I can understand vegetarians. I can't understand vegans. Like
My son was vegetarian for a long time, but his was for medical reasons.
I like meat too much. I'm too fat to stop eating meat. Like, do you have any idea what I would look like if I was skinny? I have, though. I will say I've not drank a soda or anything. I have had one sweet tea every night at dinner. I don't do anything but drink water every day at work. And I quit buying lunch and I started carrying my lunch.
I'm Texan. I can't. Meat is part of my diet.
Yeah, it would be hard for you to quit meat. I did realize, though, that I've been eating like apples and peanut butter. And just out of curiosity, I Googled like how good peanut butter is for you. And it says that it's not bad, but you're not supposed to eat it at like large quantities. And I think that I've been eating it at large quantities.
My answer to that one is tough crap. I love my peanut butter. I get those little individual Jiffy servings and just take it with a spoon.
You like Reese's?
No, I'm a Jiffy. I'm a Jif girl.
What in the world is going on here?
And as for a Reese cup, I only like the seasonal ones because they're fresher than the cup ones.
You're a Jiffy Pop person?
I don't know so much Jiffy Pop. We just like popcorn. We do the microwave stuff.
I do not understand this. Tactics.
Oh.
So it's white, gray, tan, white, gray.
Here's mine too.
I messed up.
You done messed it up.
Yeah.
Thursday.
I got this one plate off on this side.
All right, I'm gonna need some help.
And I'm not sure. I think I can just pop this off to fix it.
I didn't have the hubcap. I didn't have it snapped in good on this one.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm building R2D2.
You see it?
No money.
I've built it once before, and I don't remember being this complicated. Gene and Tori donated me to build this set this week because someone decided they liked my debit card a lot more than I did and took my number.
There's a piece. What's on this stuff? There's some more over there.
Huh.
Oh,
And I've got some sets I can build. But they're much smaller.
Okay.
did you find it?
Yes.
Oh, where you back? All right. All right, we're back.
No.
I had to go to the carpet to look for some parts.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Carpet just loves to swallow up your pieces.
It sure does.
Okay.
Luckily, the dogs don't.
So the problem with the skeleton version is he doesn't sit in there. Should I use the real version?
Here, honey, it's yours. You're like you want to do both. Have the skeletons live beside it because that's what's happening in the future. He dies driving cars. Fast.
Y'all are rude.
Riding.
Well, he did. It's the truth.
He was a passenger.
Oh, he was a passenger? I thought he was driving.
Wasn't Paul Walker a passenger in the car?
When he died?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was the driver. No wonder he died. He let somebody else. He trusted somebody else with his life.
The other celebrity to die from the Porsche crash was the driver.
There you go. You can have that.
Stop behind me back here. I know once I get in the bed,
I need to put Dom in his car.
Oh, come on and let me.
What?
I'm trying to cheat this.
Oh.
There we go. Now,
Okay, Dom is in his car. There we go.
all right. So white, gray, white, tan. That should be gray, red, white. Oh no.
He just shut you off.
Who?
Gene, he closed the laptop and you were gone.
Man,
No, that's what I said. That was rude.
you should have heard all the stuff he was talking about you when you went downstairs.
Well, I can imagine.
Try to tell
Lady
him.
wife won't do her job.
I know. It's like, Gene, you should
I
not
have to
be
bring
talking
home
about-
dinner because she won't cook.
Did I?
Somehow, I don't think he said anything like that.
He didn't. Not at all. But we can act like he did for drama purposes.
For drama purpose.
Yeah, you gotta have drama. Maybe I should have Haley come down here and like freak out on me. This is like almost working, but not really.
Yeah, we just bugged
All
her.
right. I've got my 2 cars down.
He's almost done with his bag too. He just human tool dropped. Like a mic drop. Get it? He did a human tool drop. And like a mic drop.
Yeah. I really
You
need
got
this
to-
Technic pin to like click in where it goes.
He's not as big as I thought he'd be.
Oh, he's much bigger. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Well, he still has a whole head that has to go on him.
Okay.
What's your next build after that?
Me?
Yeah.
I really don't know. It all depends on when I get a debit card or what Haley buys me.
Which will never happen.
No, she will. She buys me, believe it or not, she buys me a Lego set almost every week. She's the one who bought the 2 Skylines I've got down here. She's bought almost, I would say, 80% of the base plates the castle's sitting on.
Really? What's wrong with your debit card?
Somebody in Canada stole the number, so I've got to wait on my new one to get here.
Because they got compromised.
There we go. All right, I'm back to where I should be. Gene, there's going to be a 1x2 in this bag or leftover.
Yeah.
The reason why it's leftover is because I put 2 1x1s, so I wouldn't have to take this whole thing apart.
Okay. We're gonna call it a night, dude.
Yeah, I can't do anymore.
You're not going to stay and build the rest of the modular? Thought you had to be done with it by February.
No, that was the other one. That was the other modular.
Yeah, that was that one.
Yeah, by February. This one, no one gave me a date.
You know what I
We'll
just thought about? I say, you know what I just thought about?
What?
I had cash in my pocket to hand to Tori for that corn, and I forgot all about it.
Did we pack the corn? I didn't give you corn, did I?
No. I can do the.
We didn't put it in that bag.
I don't think so.
I didn't grab a bag. I just got the set.
No. I'm talking about the one we gave you last week.
Oh, we talked about it last Wednesday, but we never
Yeah, I
reserved it for him.
That's right.
Yeah, you reserved it,
Hold
and I'll hopefully I get my debit card sometime soon, and I'll just do the order because I need to buy some of those apples and stuff too.
Well, just let us know.
Yep. We know where you live. We know your dog's name.
The thief is what screwed up my plans because I had to text D, and I was like, D's done something similar to before. I put a massive order in and then went to Disney, and I was like, do you mind doing me a favor and not sending this until I text you when I get back? It's like, yeah, no problem. But I had to text him because that order went through today, and he sent the thing for me to pay.
And send it to, well, if you want to send it to both of us. So I'm going to show it to Reeves tomorrow. I need to make sure this much right. Sleep. Did you get that message from him?
I did that.
Oh,
That's me.
Richard didn't reply to it either.
What?
Gene sent us a message, and I just now saw it an hour ago.
Gene sent us a text message?
Yep, you and I.
Oh.
Oh, my eyes itching. I almost got rid of this sty. Sty is almost gone.
The sky?
I have a sty in my eye.
Oh, I thought you said the sky is
No,
almost gone.
I
I
have
was
a
like,
sty.
what?
It's been worse, but today it's just been itching. So I get healing. That's funny.
My mom got one of those one time and it looked really bad, and I didn't know that that was like a thing. Because it's nothing but like a pimple near the eye, right?
Right, exactly. It's exactly what it looks like. I get them on the top of the eyelid and on the inside between my eyelid and my eyeball. So,
Is it painful?
when they're big, yes, they're sore. But I just have to keep a warm compress on them, and it makes that pimple part go away.
Can you not just like pop it?
You can, but you have to be kind of careful with that, because you don't, I just use a rag. It's just easier. And then, warm compress works very well. There we go. I have a flashlight on for some reason. No wonder my battery
All right,
died.
Richard, I got to roll.
It
All
is
right.
11:16 on a Wednesday night. Let it
Well,
be
I'm
known we
gonna-
stayed up late.
I'm going to snap these last few pieces together, and then I'm going to peace out too. I shouldn't have too much. Do what?
I'm gonna go bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you next
All right.
Wednesday.
Yes, sir. I'll be here.
All right.
Bye.
So long, everybody that's still watching. We're out of here.
Night night.
Yeah, I'm going to snap this together, and I'm right behind y'all.
All right, dude. See you.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
I should have to just put these arches on and then snap them over the legs like so. And I'm done. Guys, I'm going to head out also, so I will see all of y'all next week or sometime but soon. Thank y'all for watching. He said the brick adjuster is from Canada. Kind of suspicious. Who is the brick adjuster? But thanks everybody for watching. Y'all take it easy. Peace.